And that's when I told her I want my $2 back.
Are you eating cantaloupe again? Huh?
Nah.
Hey guys, it's Friday night, and no, it's not a usual Quagmire night, but Michelle wasn't gonna have Michelle just playing tonight, so we decided to have an extra Quagmire. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming here tonight, and we got Ohio here, and obviously we got TR, and we got invited a few other people, and Ohio, you want to tell us who's here, who's been here?
Do the rundown. I got outside there. We got Stump Greenwood SC. Let's see, come on down a little bit here. 420 Homestead, what's up, brother? Aircord USA. Digging Freedom. He's probably still out there digging that school, man. He's putting a hell of a video series out on that. Who else we got? Commenters. TR, of course, he's in here with us now. And Gear Garden 19. Lost and Found Metal Detecting.
Is there another gentleman I got to talk to?
The Oily Prepper.
Oily.
SKS Hugo. And so far, oh, no, there's more here. Utah Redneck Nichols. Mr. Tommy Boy 9. And that seems like that's everybody at this time.
Well, welcome, guys.
America Died 1913 just popped in.
Hey, welcome. All right, just on the off, quick note. Lost and Found Metal Detecting. I do have your address. I was just telling Tia. I was just telling Ohio on before we came live. For whatever reason, I ordered the shit 2 days prior to having it, and it's not here yet. So you haven't been forgotten. I just want to,
Was that what y'all was talking about when I popped in?
Yeah. I mean, I ordered
stuff
some
for my giveaway,
from...
and it's just not here, and I feel really bad, because usually they're not this bad. So, and I won't. It's not that I won't, but I haven't figured out how to use Amazon. Apparently, or something. People tell me you click on gift or whatever, and then put their address in, and it goes to them. But that happened to me on.
Yeah, you can change the shipping address. That's what I did when I shipped that holster to Peachy. I shipped it out to her address.
Well, I did that. I did that on eBay, and I screwed up bird dogs. So because what happened was what I shipped out one, it was okay, and then when I went in to do that one, it wouldn't let me back in because all of a sudden I screwed up something, and it now became bird dog's account on my computer.
Yeah, like I said, though, I ordered something on the 24th. Today's the 27th, and it's not even shipped yet from Amazon. And I think, like you said, when you get that free shipping, I think that's like, oh, it's free shipping. We can send it when we feel like it, I guess. I don't know.
Right. So, because he's going to get one, Lost and Found Detecting, and Sick Man, and you. So,
I'll turn. Go ahead.
What do you want to do?
I said turn Ohio up just a little bit.
I thought I did, but let me.
I can't do it. Only you can do it.
Yeah, let me look at it again, Tia. I know it's a. Whoops, wrong one. Control room, please.
I'm turned up all the way.
Yeah, I got him turned up all the way. Tia. Is your...
Do I need to swallow the mic, TR? Does that sound better?
There you go.
That's better.
There you go. Hey, Knuckle, how are you? Thanks for coming in.
I mean, I can turn them up through the little toolbox, but that don't do any good for the audience. You have to do that through the
Yeah.
control room.
We did that before. We did that before we started. So you can go ahead and turn me up in the toolbox so you can hear me. But
yeah, that's better. You're better there.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second.
I was telling Mike TR last night. I was sitting at work. And there was a accident that happened right out in front here. It was a semi versus SUV, and the guy I was working with, we ran over to try to help him out or whatever. Called the squad and fire department. Cars were zooming by because they couldn't see anybody, and we had to end up trying to just get him out of the car. It was a 3-year-old and like a 30-some-year-old father, and we got the 3-year-old out first, got him to the side of the road out of the danger, and I went back in to get the driver of the SUV. The driver of the semi was fine. He was just standing there. He was a little confused, but you know he was okay. And the driver of the SUV had broken his hand and had a big knot on his head and possibly broken his leg and might have had some hip injury because it was a head-on with the semi. So end up using the old Kershaw to cut the seatbelts out to get him out. It had its first true test. So
I bet you that would
we
cut
had a
him
hell of
off.
a night here last night.
But it must not have been going too fast. Head on with a semi.
Right.
Well, what happened was the semi pulled out. The semi pulled out and turned right in front of him. So the semi wasn't traveling at any speed at all. You know, he was just turning out. He was doing like 5 miles an hour, but he did that right in front of somebody that was doing 50.
No.
So when they hit,
like hitting a
all
brick
the
wall.
airbags deployed.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. It sounded like an explosion. There was parts and pieces flying everywhere, man. And most of it was from the semi. Because it's just all a bunch of fiberglass.
Yeah, true. Other than frame.
Hey, Tia. I got my first Spyderco.
Oh, cool, man. That's tenacious?
I've seen that.
No, it's a CK. See, I don't have my glasses on. 13? Does that make sense? I think that's what it says. I don't know. I think that's how I saw it the other night.
That might be a number or something. But usually theirs have names. Like
That's what
little nicknames.
I know it's written on here somewhere. I just can't read it.
Yeah, get them reading enhancers out.
Yeah, they're in the other room. I don't feel like getting up.
That's what I call it.
Eyes.
No. My eyesight's fine. These are just enhancers.
So I was reading the front page of my local newspaper tonight. And, go ahead.
I was going to say, did you turn me up instead of Ohio? They say I'm loud as hell.
All right, hang on. Let me go.
I'm in there already, Mike. I'll turn him down a little bit.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
So the judge is tired of having the ankle bracelets. You know, the GPS ankle bracelets for people on probation, what have you. Because what's been happening is they're faulting somewhere, and what happens is once they fault, the cops come and they get arrested. Right. So all these people keep going back and forth, getting arrested because the bracelet's going off. Whether it's going off or whatever's going on, they're not working properly, period. I used to work with a guy that had one, and he used to have to call in. And he had the ankle bracelet and he had the phone. And more times than not, the city we worked with, Woburn, Mass, and Woburn PD would come there at least twice a week. You know, so-and-so here, yeah, he's inside. You sure? Whether it's going off or whatever's going on, they're not working properly, period. Tig, you get your volume up on your other page, brother?
You got a lot of feedback.
There, I just muted you for a second because you had a lot of feedback.
You had a ton of feedback coming in, brother.
As soon as you get it organized, you can... Okay, unmute yourself now, Diggin.
It's like a TV or movie or something. Something's playing in the background. You're picking up real bad. Or a fan or something.
You gotta unmute. I muted you.
There you go.
Yeah, I was about to do it, Ohio.
Unmute him, will you?
I can't. He's got to unmute himself. You guys don't tread on me shirt on, but unmute, Diggin. Unmute.
Hit your unmute button. Rookies. I think he thinks we're playing with him.
How's that?
Better?
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
I was typing in how to do it.
Here you go, TR.
Cool, man.
All right. Well, you might have your T-shirt on, but hey, TR, look what I finally found in a store in a city.
Really? Wow. Was that bootleg section or something? That's probably illegal up there.
Mobile gas station.
Really?
Swear to God.
What was it? I missed it. I was on the external.
Oh, you're not paying attention to you? I mean, you're not paying attention, Ohio?
Was it a bumper sticker?
Yeah, a little decal. About 6x8, 6x6.
Fucking, that's like contraband propaganda up in that area, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That would be a felony.
Put that on your neighbor that you don't like. Put it on his car and watch him go to prison.
Get the... Hang on a second. Yeah, so
Did you guys see the Tannerite accident? There was some type of an accident. It killed an 8-year-old boy or 9-year-old boy with Tannerite.
What's Tannerite? What's that?
The exploding targets.
Oh, I did not hear that.
I guess I don't know if it was the dad or uncle or older brother or somebody. I don't know. I didn't get to read the story because it just flashed across the screen when I was getting ready for work. And basically, from what I understood from the story, without getting to read the whole thing, was he was trying to mix like 2 pounds of it together, and I guess there was some type of mishap with it. But now they got, of course, the government wants to get involved. You got people wanting to pass laws against it already, which it's already illegal in Ohio. It's not under any regulations to the ATF or anything like that, but Ohio actually turned into Massachusetts for a weekend or something. I don't know what they did, but they actually passed some laws in Ohio to make it illegal. You can still buy it, you can still possess it. It's a misdemeanor to mix it, but it's a felony to actually shoot it and make it explode. But it doesn't fall under regular laws; it falls under fire codes.
It comes under.
So a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people don't know it's illegal in Ohio because they sell it just about everywhere in Ohio.
Yeah, it's dang, I forget what the other ingredient, but you can make it yourself. It's just aluminum powder and damn, I want to say it's damn it's what you make a black powder out of. One of the
Pyrodex.
Well, no, damn, I can't think of it now. But anyhow, it's something fairly available. I know the easiest way to get it is get those cold packs in like a metal section like in a drugstore. You get those packs that you bust, and it'll turn real cold. Well, if you open those up and take the water packet out, what's left? I forget what that is. You use that and aluminum powder, mix it, and Tannerite. And you can make aluminum.
13, man.
You can make aluminum. That's okay, man. You can make aluminum powder just using tin foil, put it in a blender. A blender you'll never use for anything else again, but put it in a blender and blend it, and it'll make aluminum powder, and you take those cold packs, and boom, there you go, Tannerite. This little science lesson for y'all out there.
I was going to say Sash Green 13th man and the Fat Man is out there.
Yeah, I just sent Fat Man a link. It's in your.
Let's go blow up some stumps.
Let me see if I can find that story.
Leave Stump alone. He's all right.
Yeah, he's talking about blowing that stuff.
We'll be blowing Stump up. Yeah, that stuff. It comes under pyrotechnic, pyro, whatever. Here in Massachusetts, it's illegal for us to even have fireworks in this frickin' state.
I'm almost surprised, and I'm not saying it should be illegal whatsoever. Like I say, I mean, it's almost like, well, it is like a lot of stuff. This is common items or a plant, and somehow it's deemed illegal. You know, mushrooms you grow in a cow pasture. Well, these are illegal. Well, it's like, I didn't grow it. It grew out there. But anyway.
Okay. Apparently this is older than I thought it was, because everything I'm finding on Google is from February.
Really? I seen the headlines. I hadn't read the story, though.
Trunkback Jim says 2 pounds in an old stove door hit the kid and killed him.
Yeah.
Well, they classify firework accidents. They'll put in gun related with that classification.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that one bit.
Oh, they do. They do. If you read up on it, it looks like, you know, if someone gets hurt with a sparkler, they'll put it in, you know, as a firework gun-related accident.
Yeah, in the same class or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It comes under the ATF.
Yep. Exactly.
Now, like, if I had, all right, so, like, obviously there's different classes of fireworks, but if I had the ones that really go boom, it's an ATF, it's a, what do you call it, charge? It's not even a state charge, it's a federal charge. New Hampshire, you can, like, I go over the border and buy anything I want. You know, I can buy, it's amazing the stuff I can buy in the state of New Hampshire for fireworks. You know.
They just lifted all those laws here in Michigan. You can get Class 3 here.
Oh, did you?
Oh, hell yeah. You can get stuff that'll blow up a house here now.
Dude, I can't even get a package of firecrackers here.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I got a fireworks stand at the end of the road I live on. Not where you want.
I'll tell you, you want a good time. You put about 200 sparklers together and pack them tight and light it and see what happens.
Yeah, sparkler bomb. We used to make those all the time.
Oh, that's a good time.
Yeah, that stuff. I used to hold those friggin' the little firecrackers in the tip of my finger, blow them off.
Okay, it says basically it says the uncle shot 2 pounds of Tannerite that was in a pot metal stove.
Yeah.
An outdoor stove. When it exploded, it was pieces went everywhere, about 30 yards, shrapnel. Hit the 8-year-old, causing severe head injuries relating to death. There was a 22-year-old man that was there also that got hit by shrapnel who remains in the hospital.
Well, that's pretty dumb to blow up a pot metal stove. I mean, man, that's a hand grenade.
Exactly.
That's absolutely stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not only is it stupid, but let's just say you want to be stupid. That's fine. Be stupid. We've all done dumb things. Okay. Let's not pretend that none of us ever done stupid things. Okay. There's stupid, and then there's stupid carelessness. And the carelessness part comes with his 8-year-old frickin' nephew standing beside him.
Right. No, I agree completely.
Get the kid friggin' 100 yards away. He can still hear the boom. He can still see the boom. Get him behind something, underneath the, whatever. Stand up a picnic table this way. Let the kid hide behind the picnic table. Whatever. Do something, but don't be an idiot. That's just
Well,
carelessness. And I hope they find the guy. And I'm serious. I hope they do.
Well,
That
they,
was
Well, he was
stupid.
charged with negligent homicide.
Good.
You know what though? You gotta feel bad for the guy because he just wanted to do something kind of cool. Was kind of stupid about it. People ended up getting hurt and dying, and now he's got to live with that for the rest of his life. You know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
well,
that's
you
true.
get into
That
the
happens
true
a lot.
go ahead,
the
Tina.
true term of ignorance, which is not knowing something.
Mhm.
And there's probably a lot of people out there that don't know cast iron will just shatter and come apart. And it's shrapnel. I mean, that's what that's a hand grenade. You know, cast iron would, you know.
I've been digging up pieces of iron for the past couple of days. So yeah, it does. That's for sure.
Cast iron is brittle, you know, and
Hey, fat man.
What's up, my southern brother?
Nanner.
Oh, something ain't going on right.
Yeah, you got the other chat. You got the other chat window open,
I
Chad.
can't find it. Hang on.
he's gonna start cutting shit off, and then you're gonna fall off the chat.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I get it that he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his life. And they said it's his nephew, right? So he's going to have to look his sister and or his brother in the eye, and say, you know what, I done goofed big time. But I'm not talking about something that you didn't know what was going to happen. First of all right, let's just go on that assumption. He didn't know that the stove was going to blow up or whatever, okay? Because he didn't know, he should have taken every precaution that nobody would get hurt.
But that's because he didn't know. That's my point. The guy probably didn't know that it would do that.
Dude, I drank
Ignorance really isn't an excuse, though.
And believe me, I'm not it. You know what? If I would do something like that, I'd have people behind whatever, just because you don't know. But some people are that stupid. They assume that'd be a big boom and ooh, cool, and not realize that it would shatter everything and send particles everywhere.
I can honestly say that any time that I was being stupid, because again, I've done a lot of stupid things in my life. I took a simulator. The thing stood about this big, and a buddy of mine brought it home from the. I used to call them weekend warriors. He brought it home. He was in the army, and he brought me home a simulator. It had 90 feet of frickin' wire connected to it. I go, what's the wire for? He says, you need a battery. I said, oh, okay. So I took this thing up north from my camp. And years and years and years ago, there was there still is a small lake. But the Army Corps of Engineers put this gravel dike to form a pool of water. So I put the simulator out in the dike. And I took the frickin' wire and did my thing. Half in the wrapper. But there wasn't one kid anywhere near me. You know what I mean? And that some bitch went off. Let me tell you something. Wow. Them things are loud.
The simulators we use, which the ones I was familiar with, they didn't have a wire to them. There was a quarter stick of dynamite. I mean, we was playing war games, but if you held that in your hand, you wouldn't have a hand no more. Or you may not even live through it.
Yep.
Well,
I tell you what, people don't realize how powerful fireworks are. They really don't. They have no idea. They have no idea.
Well,
Hey,
420
Scotty,
said negligent homicide with a question mark. He said at best involuntary manslaughter.
It's probably the
I agree with
same
420.
lines, Justin. I'm with you. It's probably on the same
Yeah,
thing.
I'm with Justin on this. Involuntary manslaughter, because homicide is
Yeah. Negligent homicide is
or whatever.
DUI.
He didn't plan to kill his 8-year-old nephew.
No.
That day. It just.
I just feel bad for the guy, because
do,
he's some ignorant goof that wanted to do something kind of cool, and it just completely went way out of. I feel bad for the guy, the whole family, the whole situation. It's awful.
Yep, Mr.
Feel
Tom.
bad for him. Fuck the guy, stupid son of a bitch.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing. I just saying, feel bad for the kid. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Stupid son of a bitch.
Well, all of it. I mean, it's the same thing as that instructor giving that girl the Uzi,
No.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I don't fault the girl on that one whatsoever. That was his
no,
own fault.
whatsoever. How would you? You know? I mean, it's the same thing. It's a goofy situation. You think everything's fine, and you have no understanding of the power of things, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. You don't. The fact that there were firearms involved in that whole situation, I mean, I don't know what the right answer is as far as him being charged and stuff, but you just got to take every precaution in the world. I know even when I've taught people to shoot and had like women over here and they want to step up to like a 45, like a 1911, I'll put one bullet in it.
Yeah.
When they fire that a few times and they, work them up to that. But I don't just load up a magazine. Here you go.
Well, I mean, are you gonna give an 18-year-old a 10-gauge shotgun and say, "Here, shoot this"? I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, you got to work them up. You got to get them to understand the power of a gun.
Right.
You know.
And he did. He made a very big mistake. Period. But I don't know. That's just dumb.
Yeah, he full clip in there. He shouldn't have done that.
It's like Tommy Boy said, Tommy Boy 9, Mr. Tommy Boy 9 says the Boston bomber did the pressure cooking parts, and that's a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's right, it is a bomb. The guy knew.
Yeah.
I mean,
I actually had a pressure cooker. My wife was making, she put chicken in there to make, shredded chicken sandwiches, and shredding the chicken in a pressure cooker.
Yep.
And told me to check on it one time. I never know what I was doing.
Oh, shit.
I about blew the damn lid off the thing,
I just want to say hi to Rick real quick. I want to say hi to Rick Thomas, Scott Douglas, Brian T. and Outdoors, Hawaii's, Mom Hawaii. And I saw Brian McCown came in and left. So I want to say hi to him. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry, T. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I didn't see Brian McNown come in.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah, he made a quick appearance. He said just stopping by.
I thought I did, Southern Brother, but I will do that again.
Hey, Chad.
Yo.
Hey, that last video you did on the knives. The last one you did, that really looked like almost like a buck knife replica.
Sort of did, yeah.
Did it feel pretty much the same?
That's the only one I buy of that whole series. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, the last one, the biggest one.
Yeah, I ain't saying the other ones ain't no good, but that's the only one that I personally would buy again out of that bunch.
That looked like a really nice knife.
Out of the Duck Commander series there, Chad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They really feel cheap.
And that last one looked like it was built almost like a buck. It looked like a really nice knife.
Yeah, it's built nice. Like I say, the other ones are very light and just, nah.
Well, whose picture do we need to look for on the damn box?
Man, good luck with that. I threw all that stuff away.
Now, hey, how much was that knife, if you don't mind me asking?
It was like 27.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all for what it looks like.
They range from the ones I showed were like 15 to 27.
Yeah. That was a damn good looking knife. That really was. That was a nice point, man. I appreciate you putting that up because, I'll look for that.
I can't get over how sharp this Spyderco's knife is. Holy shit.
I didn't know you got you a Spyderco.
Huh?
You won that, right, Mike?
Yeah, I won it from Dutch Knife Guy's 400 sub giveaway.
Okay.
That's cool.
I also got an Eden.
Mm-hmm.
Eden.
That's right. Yeah. I did watch your video. That's right.
Yeah, you did.
What kind of knife was that, fat man? He can't remember what it is. It looks like a Tenacious with a serrated blade.
It is.
It does have a serrated blade on it.
It is. That's what it is.
It is a Tenacious?
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved it, and the scales on it are nice, and it's not heavy, it's light.
Yep.
Those are G10 scales. Those are good scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if there's like oil on it, it's still perfect. Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, the Tenacious, that's become like my #1 carried knife. Even though I got a paramilitary too, and a few other knives, I don't know, just that Tenacious just I don't know. I just like it.
It's probably the best $40 you can spend on a
It is. It really is.
right now.
Oh,
that,
they're
that I
only
can think of.
$40.
Well,
I
you
thought
know.
they were a lot more than that.
No,
No.
the tenacious thing.
No, about $40.
I think mine was like mid to high 30s when I bought it. They've eased up to about 40, 42 now on Amazon. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it though, and I like the thumb. I like the thumb hole.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, right before Christmas they came down to like 29, you know, but then they, everything does that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It holds I got some Kershaws with that same blade material, but I think Spyderco does a much better job of heat treating theirs, and it holds the edge much better than any of the rest with that CR blah 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 13 MOV metal or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Spyderco,
I think.
Yeah, that Spyderco will hold that edge a lot better than a lot of knives with that same metal.
Yeah, the flat grind helps too. Helps hold that edge. When you got a big thick ass blade up at the top of that,
yep,
it dulls faster. It just seems like than a flat blade.
So, so if the top, what you're saying, just so I can understand what you were just saying, Chad, if the top part up in here was fat, and then down here was nice and thin, it's not gonna hold an edge.
It's less resistance, like when you're cutting through something.
Right.
And I don't know. There's a bunch of videos you can like look up and look that stuff up. Some people don't believe in it. I do.
I think they might actually even call it a hollow grind because it's almost like a scalloped. It's that free fall, that Kershaw free fall.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like that Spyderco, it's just a one straight grind down, and then they put a little edge on it.
Yeah, it's like a big razor blade, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yep. Hey, Boyd, thank you for coming in. Politically incorrect. Thank you. I love your name. I always have.
Brian, Ohio. I think Brian's been around some of your old stomping grounds. He said the best $40 he ever spent was a flop house in Canton, Ohio. I'm not sure what a flop house is. I don't know what a flop house is, but I got my ideas.
Yeah, depending on, best $40. It could go either way there. Yeah.
Well, they run a $39.99 special, so it's under $40.
Good night, Oily.
A coffee and a Danish, or what's going on there?
Oily, I hope you feel better, sweetheart. I suffered the other night tremendously with a tooth issue, like you could read about. So good luck with that headache, sweetheart.
The closest thing I ever come to going to one of them places was a place I went to a couple weeks ago called Sports Clips or whatever. You get your hair cut, and you get a neck massage and a back massage, and they put a hot towel on your face and rub your neck and wash your hair and everything, and only women work there. So, and that cost me $22. And I said I'd go there once a week. My wife said I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's smart though.
I want to go get a massage, but my wife and I think we're gonna do it together. Like she'll have one and I'll have one together. You know what I mean?
That's a bad idea, man.
No, it's not.
Trust me, it's a bad idea. You want to be in separate rooms when you get massaged.
No, I don't care. Utah, it's my tooth is still a little bit. I can still feel that it's a little bit painful. Nothing overbearing like it was the other night. I didn't fall asleep until 5:45 the other morning. I was up for 25 hours, and 7 of that was with a bad tooth. So.
Hey, Dish. Dish is out there, Mike.
Yeah, I just said hi to a Dish.
Yeah. I ended up buying that Bear Grylls canteen dish, $11. Couldn't pass it up.
And why would you do that?
Why would I buy it?
How much did you say you paid for it?
$11. They're normally $30-some.
All right. Then
Walmart had them discounted to $11, so I picked one up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they were like $30-something at Walmart. $31.
I like some of the stuff. I carried one of those knives for a couple of years.
Yeah, his stuff ain't that bad. It's all Gerber anyway. Gerber makes this stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey, Ohio.
Hey, Blue.
Yeah.
Hey, how
Nice
far are
point.
you away from Ann Arbor?
From Ann Arbor?
Yeah.
Well, see, I recently moved over towards the Akron area, so I'd have to make a trip over to, like, what is it, 23 or 15 or 77 or whatever that goes up?
Probably
into
23.
Michigan? Yeah.
You have
I had
to
to make a
hit
trip
23.
over there. I used to live about 6 miles from 23, but now I live about an hour and a half away, so probably gonna take. It used to take us like 2.5 hours to get to Detroit. Now it's going to take me probably about 3.5 hours to get to Detroit.
Hey,
All right.
Ohio.
Well,
Go ahead.
the reason why I ask is I've grown to get involved with this historical society where I'm at, and there is
Major league with a bunch of guys.
yeah, there is an opportunity I have, and I'm trying to get a bunch of diggers together to do it with me, and this is like there was a engine that was a train engine that was lost in a marsh in 1883, where I live. And the Historical Society here wants to locate it so they can get artifacts or whatever from it. 2 people died and are still trapped in the engine. And it's in a marsh. So I need to get as many diggers as I can that would want to participate in this as a full dig to try to salvage whatever we can to recover relics or whatever. So I'm wondering if you'd be interested, and whoever else.
Sounds like it'd be pretty cool. When you plan on doing it in the summer or something?
It'll be in the summer because I gotta look at the logistics and try and center where the starting point would be. But it's like kind of like the Titanic, in this area. We know it's there. We don't know where it's at. So I gotta go through historical records and everything, and I can send you links to the whole story. If you read the story, you'll be amazed at the whole thing. But I'm just trying to get people together that would be willing to do it to, see what we can do. So the Historical Society really wants to find the exact point of where it ended up, so they can mark it almost, because it's a grave site. Mark it to remember those that died there, but recover relics to remember it too. So it's kind of a big honor.
Go ahead and send them links to me, but then go ahead and you should put a video out, like calling recruits, and try to come up with some type of when you want to do it and plan some type of weekend or week-long thing.
Ohio.
Well, and that's what I'm going to do. I figured, it would take where I'm looking at, if we could get a team of 5 to 10 people to do it as a grid, we could find it. But it may take 2 days. So I'm meeting with the curator tomorrow. He's going to give me some stuff that is not published, so I can pinpoint kind of the location, and then I'll kind of scope where it's at. It's in a marsh, so everyone would probably need, some kind of, where that, to deal with marsh. So anyway. Just wondering if you might be interested in doing that and seeing who else might be.
Just send me the info. What's up?
It'd be really cool.
Ohio, can you send Mr. Tolley a link through his YouTube message?
Yes, sir.
All right, Blue. I will definitely be keeping my eye out, pal. I can't wait to get that coin.
You got quiet again, Ohio. You need to get closer to the mic.
Oh, is that better?
Yeah, man.
Turn them down. GI Customs came in to say hi. How are you, GI? How you been? Thank you, Stan. Good to see you, sir. So, you guys, are those special detectors that do underwater? Stumper, good night, brother. Take care. Ice that knee. So do they have special detectors that go underwater or something?
I'm sure.
It's marshy.
Well, my AT Pro goes 10 feet underwater.
Oh.
So, you know, but if this train sunk, I have to look at the logistics. But if it sunk, it's not going to pick anything up on, under a certain amount of feet. You'd almost need a ground penetrator. But
I was going to say you sonar or something.
Right, but if you can find the debris field, then you could find your way up to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to do some more research on how we can go about it. But I'm thinking if we can just find a debris field and maybe solicit Garrett, because they have ground penetrators. We might be able to locate it. So I don't know. I'm still working on it.
Just get a fish finder and a bunch of other electronics to make it look like we know what we're doing, and at least get on the news.
Yeah. I think we could do it well. It's just, the thing is, I just want to coordinate people that want to preserve some history and help put, put the whole mystery to rest and have a marker where these people died. If I send you, I'll send you the link of the story, and if you read the story, you'll be hooked. Because the story is awesome. If you read the story, you're like, oh my God.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
I got family up in Grosse Pointe, so I could stay in Grosse Pointe and then head up to Ann Arbor. That's all.
I'll tell you what, it's an awesome story, man. I'll tell you what, I'll put the link in here, and you'll if you click on it and save it and read it when you can, you'll see what I'm talking about. And it really is it's a great opportunity to do some good. That's all I can say. It's basically what we're doing. We're recovering a grave site.
Yeah.
Hey, Gorilla Digger, what's up? Dominic, I didn't hear it. Did anybody else hear this?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Jade Helm 15.
Say it again.
Jade Helm 15.
Jade Helm 15.
I
mean, it was unclassified. They're basically hiding it in front of.
I don't know what that is.
Is that a military exercise is taking place this summer down in Texas and.
Okay, that's what Dominic's
Arizona,
about, right? Yeah. That's what Dominic's talking about.
Yeah. It's an 8-week program. They're going to have military and civilian clothes and vehicles and military in their vehicles. They're going to train for martial law in America.
Wow.
Yeah.
Their logo it says Jade Helm 15. What is it? Oh shit! Let me look it up right quick before I don't want to say it wrong.
Will Hornbuckle's out there.
Todd Mitch, good to see you, sir. Will, how are you, pal?
You want me to send a link to Will there?
Knuckle Mac, how are you, sir?
And right now, that's just a request. It ain't happening yet. It's just a request to do the operations.
Hey, Mr. Tolley, how are you tonight, sir?
Pretty good.
How about yourself?
I'm doing well, sir.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
The emblem for their little operation, it says Jade Helm, and it's got some arrows, a sword, and at the bottom of it, Master of the Human Domain. I shit you not.
Wow.
And that's our military.
They did an exercise here in Ohio a few years back, and really no one thought anything of it. It just kind of happened, and it wasn't really brought up until after it was already done. You know?
Yeah,
So they blocked the streets off, and it was down by the Ohio. I think it was it might have been in Portsmouth, Ohio, down by the river.
Yeah.
And,
I think they've been doing stuff like this a lot over the past several years, or for many years. It's just this one is a huge operation, covering many states. And what the real problem is in the documentation they flat out say Americans are the greatest threat to America. In the paperwork, in the damn document.
Yes.
Well,
preppers,
like
ex-military. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
extremists is like third. You know, it like threats to our country is number one is sovereign citizens. Two is patriot groups, and three is jihadists and you know, Islamic terrorists.
And on some lists they're down lower than that, like 7 or 8. Yeah. You know, as far as jihadists and stuff like that. You know,
I put concrete and steel being the number one threat.
That's what I thought. But
that's just me, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It can only take so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna say.
Yeah, 7 states, 17 cities in Texas alone.
Wow.
And it's supposedly they're going to be practicing with unloaded weapons or blanks or whatever. But if they got people doing, and they flat out say there will be people doing suspicious activity in civilian attire, some bitches are going to get shot is what's going to happen, and it's going to open up a can of beans.
I really don't have a problem.
They want the citizens. They want the citizens to call in suspicious activity to see if they can get they want to see how good their guys are.
My point is why?
Well, I don't know why, but I'm going to tell you.
Why even bother?
It's in the documentation to practice for American uprisings.
Oh, I know that. I know that, but my point is why is this even being carried out, and who the hell would even say this is needed?
Yeah.
Well, they've been saying it for a while.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, I look at it this way. Unfortunately, they're going to do what they're going to do, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. However, as long as they're on federal land, they want to go on the base and do it, go right ahead. But if they come out onto public land or private land, well, now it's like T.I., you said it. Somebody's gonna get shot.
Yeah,
shit ain't gonna work.
Open carry Texas groups,
Yeah.
Well, they registered Texas as hostile, and Utah as hostile.
Yep.
In their plan, I saw the plan. I know exactly what you're talking about, Dr.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable.
It's crazy. I mean, it'd be one thing if they just said, "Oh, this," you'd have to read between the lines and be a tinfoil hat guy and say, "Well," if they come out and said, "Well, we're just practicing for urban warfare overseas," but no, they flat out say they're practicing for urban warfare in America against Americans.
Dude, they have a whole small town replica of small town America.
Mm-hmm.
To train.
Now they're just going to do it in America, in the city.
Right, yeah. Now they're going to do it here. So, this bullshit needs to stop.
TR, you got your tinfoil hat ready? I got one for you.
I mean, hit me.
Your driveway's hostile.
I did some research on this. Did some research on this.
I'm sorry, Ohio.
Basically, in 2000, Saddam Hussein threatened to go away from the petrodollar.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to do like an oil for food program.
And now he's dead.
And they had $10 million in a New York bank. It's a French bank with a New York base. Is it PBN or something like that bank? Something like that. PBN Bank or PNB Bank. And they had $10 million in an escrow account. Well, then they got the sanctions put on them, so therefore that was found illegal. Well, the bank got charged and was found guilty. So the U.S. government penalized them $8.9 billion. And then the state of New York penalized them the other $2.2 billion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that money came from, guess where? Iraq was no longer a country, so the United States took their money from their bank account during that penalty.
Yep.
So going to war in 2003 was all planned to take their escrowed money from this account.
Oh, well, that's the reason what irritates me. I mean, I understand if people don't know, but the whole thing with Iran, the whole thing with Libya was they was going to stop using the petrodollar. They was going to a gold standard and doing away with the central banks and stuff like that and having their own banks. And Iraq is going away from the petrodollar. Okay, enemy number one. Iran is threatening to go away from the dollar. All of a sudden, they're the enemy. Libya went away from the dollar. Boom, we got to attack them. And nobody, well, there's a lot of people that see it, but it is a threat to the United States, but that's not enough reason to annihilate millions of people just because you're trying to prop up a fake dollar.
Hey, TR, I know a veteran that was in the Iraq War, and he said he was assigned to guard 40 semi-trucks that were full of gold that they extracted.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Full of gold.
Hey, Dominic DeVito has the name. It's PNB Paribas USA Bank. That's it.
And anyway, he was there to protect that shipment from what they extracted out of Iraq.
Yeah.
We had all their money at one point.
Yeah.
We had it.
So
Everything.
the thing is, we're on a fiat currency. Fiat currencies don't last.
Never have.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's why Kennedy got shot, because he wanted to go back to the gold standard.
Yep. Exactly. Always goes back to the banks. Always.
It does. You can't run a country on fiat currency. You cannot. It'll collapse.
Mm-hmm. That's why Rome collapsed.
It's exactly why Rome collapsed.
A lot of Chinese dynasties, there was one of them that he even said, I can't remember the name, but he was the emperor or whatever, that people didn't understand, what did he call it? Deficit financing. Well, eventually, guess what? It collapsed.
Well, that's why they want demonized gun owners, because they don't want people owning guns, because they know people like all of us won't stand for this bullshit. There's only a certain point where you're like, bullshit. I'm tired of zinc pennies and crappy. You look at the currency from '63. And before, it's all silver and real copper and nickel, and it's real currency. It had value.
Mm-hmm.
Now what do we got? You look at your change now. What do you got?
It's a promissory note. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's all it is. Promissory on what? Nothing. Go. So
that's why I think we should change our currency to cake. Everybody loves cake.
I'm with you, brother.
We'll be eating cake pretty soon.
I'm voting.
Was it beef will be like $10 a pound pretty soon.
I don't know. It just
on a lighter note, anybody got another subject on a lighter note? Since we.
Well, I thought this was a halfway political chat, so I figured it was okay.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's a quagmire, so yeah.
Lighter note.
I don't know. I've been researching this stuff for years, and I was half-ass awake for several years, so it wasn't hard for me to wake the rest of the way up and do some research. But I don't know. I guess sometimes I get irritated when people just kind of go by the news and be adamant about it. And it's like, all you got to do is just a little bit of research, just a little bit out of your way. And you're like, getting your eyes open.
All I did last night was type in Iraq oil for food program, and bam, and you got major news organizations like New York Times and Forbes magazine, stuff like that, doing these reports. And it's in print, so therefore you have to read it. It's not just given to you on TV screen. So therefore, it really never made the state-run news. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's still journalists out there doing their job as journalists. It's just they don't work for the major networks.
Well, the problem is that all the networks are state-run now, so there's not much you can do about. If you're going to listen to mainstream media, you're not going to get the correct information. They're just pushing an agenda. So
a reporter for CBS, she did her story and came out and said a bunch of stuff, and bam, she was gone.
Exactly. I mean, so it's like, where do you go to get the real news? And there's only a certain few, and those few that you go to, they're demonized as being conspiracy theorists. So that's the way it is. The thing is that as Americans and as remembering what it was like when I grew up, and I'm sure you fellas do, remember yourself. I remember, a time where, you had a victory garden. Certain things were a certain way, and they're, those are things they don't want people to know. They don't want people to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
They want people to just, be dependent on the government. So when everything collapses, you're screwed.
I tell you, a good movie to watch, and this was back in the 70s. It was a prelude to what we got now, is Network. If you go back and watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm mad as hell and can't take it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm mad as hell.
He killed himself on TV. Didn't he kill himself, commit suicide on live TV?
Yeah.
The treasurer.
Or at least faked it or something.
But you know what? That really happened in real life. There was
a treasurer from, where was he from? Ohio. Pennsylvania?
There was actually a news reporter that committed suicide on the air.
Yeah. I remember that. Yep.
Late 80s?
Or I remember seeing it. I mean, maybe not live, but,
Tom, I can't wait to get out of
did a song about
it.
Well, we could go on and on about this, but that would have to be at an after chat.
Religion
we can get deeper than we want to go.
Bud Dwyer was a politician that did it at a news.
That was Bud Dwyer. Okay.
He did it at a press conference.
Right. That was the late 80s,
there
right? Was that the late 80s?
Probably early 80s. I'm not sure.
Was it early 80s? I remember that though. That was sick.
We're talking about the tidbits of truth that go in the news that they do actually put out on the news. After the Desert Storm, years later, before 9/11 and all that, I think it was before 9/11. There was a reporter. It was like Today Show or some crap like that. But anyhow, it was interviewing Madame Albright and flat out asked her if the sanctions against Iraq were worth it was either 500,000 or 1 million women and children had died directly because of the sanctions we imposed on Iraq, because we cut off like health aid and all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
We done
she had no problem.
obliterated it with them depleted uranium and all this stuff. And she just said, yes, it was worth it.
Yeah, no, I saw that interview. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
The ones that he killed?
We killed them with our sanctions. Over 500,000 or $1 million. I can't remember. It was 500,000 or $1 million.
It was $1 million, and it was and her basic premise was the ends justify the means.
Yep.
And what were the means?
So we were directly responsible for 1 million women and children dying in Iraq in those 10 years before 9/11.
Well,
so I'm just saying.
You know what? We weren't. Other people.
But not us personally, no.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The Americans didn't go over and kill 1 million people.
But our government did.
That's not the way they look at it.
No, I mean Saddam killed those people, right?
No. We did.
No, it was our sanctions that did it.
No, we did.
Sanctions that did
it. Yeah.
And the depleted uranium that we left over there.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. My bad.
But you gotta remember.
I misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah, you gotta remember when we go to war like Desert Storm or even this last war, when we go bomb a country,
yep,
we kill their power, we cut off their water supply, we cut off all their infrastructure, we blow up their bridges, and then they're spread out in the desert, and then we cut off the money, the medical supplies, the food, everything.
Yep.
Well, what would you do if it happened here? If it happened here, what would you do? I mean, it's the same scenario.
Well, look at it this
way.
Well, look at it this way, okay? It's like 9/11, okay? And I'm not going to bring this up so we can, I'm not doing the conspiracy theorist bullshit, okay? T.I., you just great segue. You're going after your enemy. Where do you hit him?
What?
Right where it counts. So they sent an airplane into the Pentagon. You know what? It's our pulse of our defense. Okay, so and those towers were the pulse of our money. Not all of our money, but you know what I'm saying. There was a lot of. Okay, I don't happen to agree with what happened, obviously, that day, at all. But I'm your enemy. Yeah, I'm going after your defense. I'm going to wipe out your pulse of your defense. I'm going to try to, and that's what they tried to do. They're dumb enough they didn't succeed, thank God. Okay? But, yeah, if I'm going to go bomb another country, damn Skippy straight. I'm taking on every bridge you got. I'm going to cripple you. That's the name. I don't mean to make light of the situation, but that's the name of the game.
Yeah, but what country attacked us?
You know what I'm saying? Well, they terrorists attacked us.
What country did we have proof of?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Same.
When our defense is told to stand down because they thought it was a drill, I have to question the whole fucking thing.
Well, let's just take all conspiracy stuff out of it.
Yeah, I'm not doing I don't want to get on a whole conspiracy thing, okay?
I'm not being conspiracy, but that's a known fact. The known fact was they were running a drill on the same scenario that day.
No, I agree with you. Hey, trust me, I'm a 9/11 truther. But anyway.
And to see, I'm sorry. You see those buildings free fall the way they did. I don't buy that bullshit.
I know, man. I'm just saying. I'm with you. I'm with you. Trust me, I'm with you. I'm just saying, pull all the conspiracy out of it. We'll just say the story happened exactly like our government told us. Just say that happened. What country attacked us?
It wasn't a country. It was an enemy of ours, which was terrorists.
But we destroyed how many countries because of it?
No, it's not that.
That's kind of what I've been saying all along, though.
What's that, Mr. Tolley?
Guys, you have to look
hang on, Frank. Let Mr. Tolley jump in 1 second. And then we can get right to you.
All right.
I think we went into the whole stinking war not knowing what was going on. I think they jumped to a lot of conclusions, and they went in there, guns a-blazing, and kind of never took that step back to see what was really the deal.
Sounds like a common theme.
My feeling is this: what happened right after that? We got the Patriot Act.
Yep.
That was the seal of our country's fate right there. So, justify the means, remember, guys? So,
Hey,
that's something that happened, and what happened after that? The Patriot Act. Oh, everybody, and they'll name it as something as patriotic when it's just completely crushing all of us. So now we're dealing with that. We're dealing with Homeland Security. That was formed after that. All this bullshit.
TSA.
And
now they want to harm the
our
TSA
country
again.
changed.
You guys see that?
all I was saying is, if you're the average American person,
which is
you
me,
believe what our government told us. Okay? It was these terrorists that did this, all this happened, just like they said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, they lie every time they open their mouth, but this time we believe them. Okay, let's just say that happened.
That's why thermite was used, right?
Yeah, but anyway, let's just say it happened just like they said. No country attacked us, yet we went into Afghanistan, took over that country.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went after Iraq, and now we're in Yemen, Pakistan, Syria, and all this stuff. And none of those countries, if we was actually going to go after the country that which didn't attack us, no country attacked us. The majority, if I'm not mistaken, all but a couple of them come from Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Including Osama bin Laden. He was royalty of Saudi Arabia. Add it all up. I mean, none of it makes sense, but everybody was rah, 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 let's go in. And like I said, up until 9/11, we killed 1 million Iraqis through sanctions. I know for a fact we had to have killed 1 million during Desert Storm. I was there. We did 100,000 freaking sorties. A sortie is a B-52, a cruise missile, a A-10, a F-16, whatever. That's a sortie. We did 100,000 of them. And when I was on the Iraq border, the ground shook, and you could hear it 24 hours a day. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom,
Well,
boom.
yeah, the first one, they carpet bombed the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, I'm anti-war in case y'all didn't know.
That's all.
Even though I was in one, it made me more anti-war than ever.
Nobody's knocking you for that, brother. Whatsoever.
But I mean, okay, let's say the story happened like they say. What gives us the right to attack a whole country over a handful of people and take over the entire country?
Are they harboring those people that are responsible for something?
Does that give us the right? I mean,
I don't know. Well, let's put it in. I'm not being a wise ass, but I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it in layman. I'm going to play the other side of the fence and put it in layman's terms. Okay. You do something to me. Okay. Really, 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 really bad. Okay. You're hiding out in South Carolina, and I hear that you're hiding out in a friend's house. Yeah, I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? Your friend gets in my way, I'm going to hit him. And his friend gets in the way, I'm going to hit him. You know what I mean? To get to you. Absolutely. That's just my mindset. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
Maybe the United States are the same.
You got it. I see where you're coming from.
They were hiding out in the mountains of Afghanistan, so what did we start doing? Well, you were there. I don't have to tell you what we started doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not being a wise ass. You were there.
Yeah.
Okay. So we started bombing every frickin' mountainside in the frickin' country of Afghanistan. Because Osama bin Laden was there. Here's what I don't understand. How many years was it from the time that happened, between that they started looking for Osama, until the time they killed him? All right, so Bush and his people looked for him for how many years and didn't do anything?
Yeah.
And I'm not. But now, believe me, I'm not going to give Barack all the credit. So don't misunderstand what's going to come out of my mouth.
Well, the same people that were looking for him under the Bush administrations are the ones that found him under the Obama administration.
Was it? Well, that was going to be my next question. Is it the same group? Is it the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Bottom line, it's about destabilization. It's divide and conquer. Look at the whole state of that region right now. It's a complete nightmare.
That must be.
It's a complete damn nightmare. Now we got to worry about. Right now we got to worry about Saudi Arabia is now worried about defending their territory. So now they've amassed 150,000 troops. You've got our administration who says under a FOIA request that they can release or they had released the nuclear capabilities of Israel. I mean, that's unheard of. Under a FOIA request, you had in your mind. So now you've shown everybody in that region what Israel has.
Hey, I could stop all this nonsense over in the Middle East.
Let him finish. Ohio, let him finish. Go ahead.
It's just, you know what, man? It's a build-up to a complete nightmare that we are all going to be involved in, and there's nothing we can do about it because things are happening beyond our control because of the people that are in control.
Exactly. Go ahead, Ohio.
I was just saying, there's one way to solve the whole problem in the Middle East. It's cut all ties with Israel and stop sending them money, and we wouldn't have the threats against our country because we're not part of. Let them fend for themselves.
Are we still exporting? Now, I don't know this question, so I'm asking it because I really don't know the answer. Are we still exporting food?
Very little, if at all. Yeah, I'm sure
because we used to. We used to export a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my point is, we're exporting a lot of food over there. Let them eat their fucking sand and drink their fucking oil.
Well,
you know what I'm saying here? And here's the other thing that's killing me. I love the woods, and I love the fact that I can go out in the woods. I hate the fact that they're building houses all around me and all this. Okay. I don't want them to tear up the state of Alaska. Believe me, I really don't. But if they already proved that they have oil out there. Okay. Big time. Out in the frozen part of Alaska, like up north of the
we have.
What the hell's the name? What the hell's it?
We have.
But anyways, you know what I'm saying? We have enough oil in this country to suffice our own people. We don't have to buy it from somebody else. We just have to get the tree huggers.
We're actually exporting oil. We're producing so much oil, we're exporting it.
We produce more oil than Saudi Arabia.
Exactly.
Right.
Thank you.
We have 200 to 600 years worth of oil, and that's not conspiracy. That's just straight up facts. You can ask somebody that don't know is not a tinfoil hat wearing. Just do a little bit of we got 100 to 300 years worth of oil right now, without any new oil wells, without digging, not drilling, not fracking, not any of that. Just the oil wells that have existed.
Yeah.
You know what? I honestly, and I've thought this for years. Why are we the police of the world?
Because we're the free country.
There is a point. Yeah, right. There is a point where give me a goddamn break. There is a point where this bullshit needs to stop, and we need to concentrate on our country. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being drawn into bullshit.
We got enough problems here. What do we do with everywhere?
See, I don't mean to be. Now this goes further than oil and all that. Okay, my belief, and again, it's only my opinion. Okay, take care of your own side of the street first before you clean the other side of the street. Okay.
Thank you.
So you take care. Here's what you do, in my opinion. You feed, if need be. Yes, I'm sorry, on government money, so you can shoot me off for that. Okay. You feed and house every kid, every homeless person in this country. Feed them all, clothe them all, do all that, and then worry about somebody else.
But the American people would rather worry about somebody else's stuff.
Do we have anybody?
That's why we have people sending money to all these other frickin' countries to support their, what happened over there. I don't care what happened over there. What happened here?
Right. Do we have anybody?
Our own.
Yeah, but you have.
Do we have anybody? Hang on one sec. Do we have anybody out? Is Sask still out there? I need somebody from Canada. Anybody out in the chat room from Canada? Because I heard. Well, I'm going to tell you why. I heard a story about Canada. Now I haven't been there in quite a few years, but I heard a story about Canada that they treat their elderly like the Kennedys. They treat them with royalty. Now, I've never been there. Well, I shouldn't say it. I haven't been there in years. And we don't. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean. It goes further than frickin' oil with this country. It goes further than frickin' war for me, anyways.
Well, Mike.
You know what I mean?
Mike, I understand that. I think it's all about an agenda of making our citizens feel like it's wrong to be patriotic. It was interesting. I was just cruising through the YouTube and I just typed in Audie Murphy. And I'm sure you guys remember Audie Murphy. Some people don't. But I started looking at. Right? Yeah. So I started looking at some of these videos, and it was all about that time and how heroes were they were real heroes. We don't have any real heroes right now. What do we have as a hero? Michael Jordan?
Right.
Are you kidding me? There's back then when I was growing up, those were the heroes. And so there's a loss of patriotism. There's to the banning of the Pledge of Allegiance, to all that. It's a plan. It's basically you become indifferent to whatever's going on, and the people like us that remember, we're fighting it. We're like, this isn't how I grew up. I grew up respecting the flag, respecting our country and our forefathers, and now it's completely different.
Stan said that seniors are suffering in Canada. They're on the IMF banking system.
Sask said, "Yep, we do, and all who works at McDonald's get a house and a new car."
You guys are talking about oil.
Sask is too, but
yeah.
But I just
talking about oil.
Yeah.
And I did some quick numbers real quick, Mike.
Okay.
Because, I'm sitting at an oil refiner.
I got you.
We send out about 13 rail cars a day, 5 days a week here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And 13 rail cars. The rail car holds 31,000 gallons. 13 a day, 5 days a week, is 2,150,000 or 15,000 gallons of oil a week is what we ship out. 2 million, over 2 million gallons a week is what we send out. And we are a small refinery.
Mm-hmm.
We're not Marathon or BP.
Yeah.
We are.
Get closer to the mic.
Speak up. Us old people can't hear you.
Sorry, I said we are a small refinery.
Right, Mr. Tolley?
We're not BP or Marathon or Shell or anything like that.
Yeah, well, so you're agreeing with what I'm saying though. We have enough oil to feed us.
We don't need foreign oil.
Exactly.
We have more oil to supply the world.
But and then you guys are right. Here's what it comes down to, and somebody wrote it out in the chat room. If I can scroll back, I'll find it out. It all comes down to the almighty dollar, because now Exxon and Mobil and BP and all them conglomerates, okay, they're gonna lose money.
I'm not insulting you, Mike, at all when I say this. I'm just asking the question. Do you understand the petrodollar? Most people don't. So
I'm not up to it, but
we built up the Middle East and made an agreement with them that we will buy a X amount of oil from you. OPEC, so when OPEC sells oil, they have it. I don't care if you're Taiwan, Russia,
right,
whoever. If they buy oil on the planet Earth, they have to use the United States dollar to buy it. They can't use rubles, gold, or anything else. They have to use our money to buy it. So therefore, they have to trade their money or goods to American government and let this transfer these American dollars to you so you can buy oil for your country. That is the petrodollar. That is why we're over there. That's the only thing that gives our dollar any value. It's not on gold or anything else. It is backed by oil. The entire world, no matter what, has to use a dollar to buy oil, no matter who they're buying it from. And so that's why it gets back to what we was talking about. Iraq, Libya, Iran was threatening to drop the U.S. dollar standard and sell oil to whoever for whatever. They could trade diamonds for it or whatever. And that's why they are the enemy. That is the petrodollar.
So in other words, it'll never happen. We'll never. I'm not being a wise ass. We're always gonna, because we need that. Okay.
Yeah. We built them up and agreed to buy so much of their oil if they continue the dollar standard.
And who was the idiot responsible for that?
Our government. I mean, you know.
It's all about money, and you know what? We have enough oil, we have enough resources. I mean, hell, in the 50s and 60s, we were supplying the world with food. I mean, and we can't even supply our own country with food now.
Right. We supply everybody else with plastic, and then they, you know, one of our biggest exports right now is what? Plastic, right?
Yeah.
So we'll export a ton of plastic to China. They'll make every radio, every freaking laptop, every freaking everything else, and then sell it back to us for fucking higher money.
Exactly. I mean, you know, when you look at a staple basic as beef, and it has doubled in price, that's a scary thing. You know, you have to look at that and go, how the hell, when we were supplying the world with beef. And all of a sudden now, you know, like I said, you know, you're going to look at $10 a pound for beef. Who is that targeted to? That's targeted to, you know, the average American just trying to feed his family. You know, it's a complete bunch of bullshit. So how is that happening? It's happening through all these different departments that really should not be even involved. But they're the ones that are, you know, laying down these regulations that these ranchers have to abide by, or, you know, get shut down, and we're suffering for it. That's how outside law they can impose law, if that makes sense.
I don't know. I just.
That's why you need to get a gun and shoot deer, baby. You know?
Well,
you know? What do you do?
You say, where did he go? Where'd Boyd go? Boyd. He lives in the state that I want to live in. You know.
Where does he live?
You know, he lives up in Maine, so I'd give my freaking. As far north as I could go.
Yeah,
I live in a state of confusion.
I'll tell you what, you know, I started turning to venison once I started seeing that stuff happening, you know.
Love that snake.
And venison, and hey, Mountain Man 1478. Glad to see you tonight, man. Thanks for coming.
He's been in here a while.
Oh, has he? Well, see that I'm not an observant little bastard.
Yeah.
What was I saying before I said hello to Mountain Man?
Observant little bastard.
Yeah, prior to that, what was I saying before I said hello? Something not too important.
You want to live in Maine?
Yeah,
We're talking about smashing monkey brains with a hammer. Looks like Pelly's doing it right now.
Oh, no,
Arkansas schnitzel's got to be perfect, you know.
I'd rather eat venison all day long. It's healthier for you. So.
Oh hell yeah! There's no fat in it. You know, it's all lean.
That's the Will says he's won 3 contests today. What's fucking new?
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Will,
Will,
I got one for you.
Will,
here's a contest you won.
There's a link in Will Hornbuckle's internal or in his YouTube messages.
You know what? I have an idea. I was gonna save this, but I'm gonna announce it now.
All right.
I'm going to make Will Hornbuckle keychain Lucky Charm for everybody.
Now, see, be a businessman. Sell them for $5 a piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a replica.
And make Will be still.
Right.
I'm gonna have the little Fu Manchu beard kind of thing that Will has.
And the Michigan hat.
And a Michigan hat, and I'll sell them for $5 a piece, and I'll give them in giveaways or whatever to whatever. I think that's what we need to do. We need to combat the Will. That's what the goddamn black hole of contests.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drive up to Michigan, find him, cut his fucking foot off, and put it on a keychain. Carry my Will Hornbuckle foot keychain all the time. My lucky Hornbuckle foot.
Now that's a thinking man.
There you go. Now that's enterprise there.
Take the other foot for me, would you?
Yeah, he's got 2. Who else wants one? I bet his luck would run out with no fucking feet, wouldn't he?
He can still type, though. He'd be in them contests.
Hey, Swansea Searcher, welcome. I have a question for you if you don't mind. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Would that be Swansea, New Hampshire? I just happen to know that.
Joseph Cockenbollocks is out there, guys.
Oh. Does this mean we have to start making fun of the Russians?
No, we can still keep
communism.
Communism. I can see their points.
Dominic says, I hear there's a petition on Facebook to ban Will from all future giveaways right in the U.S. or on the web.
That's not good, Hornbuckle.
I think I heard there was a damn bill going before the House.
Not good.
Hey, Swansea
they got nothing better to do over there.
Did you guys see what he got from CoinKeeper today?
Mm-hmm.
He got these
Will's videos.
Will got these 2 1-ounce silver ingots from CoinKeeper. Now gonna make is just giving you the prizes before you even enter. But honestly, he's a good guy, man. He deserves some recognition. He's all right.
Who was it that was? Somebody was doing a contest. I just watched it a couple of days ago. I can't remember. And they were talking about, I think, anyway. And then the guy, you don't see him, but he starts, like his wife interrupts him or something.
Oh, that was Mass Prepper.
Okay, yeah, and she's like, well, this is for Will for his kitties, because he's going to win anyway.
Catnip. She got catnip for Will. For Will's putty tats.
She's like, since Will's going to win, so here's something for his cat.
Yep.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, Mrs. Massachusetts Prepper.
He's a good guy, man. Will's good people. I don't care what.
He's all right.
I'd love to party with that guy because it'd be a good time.
We could do without his shit luck, but he's a nice guy. Just real quick off topic. Hey, Swansea Searcher, that's pretty funny because I do deliveries down by Swansea Lake every other Thursday. All right, guys, that was off topic. So, but yeah, Will. I threatened to not even put his name in my hat for my giveaway.
And I'm glad you did.
Let me tell you something.
What?
If I pulled his name out of the hat, I would have threw it back in the hat. I told my daughter to throw it back in the hat, pull another one.
And if she pulls it a second time, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
He says he loses more than he wins. Don't hear about those. He's like, I could make losing videos.
Yeah, but you're the only guy.
Yeah, but you figure for every video you have, Will, of you winning, there's 290 other people that are going to have to make losing videos. And when somebody else wins, it's only one person going to have to make that video, you.
I think it's funny because every day I'm like, what did Will win today? I'm just waiting for it.
Hey, they do come in streaks. About, I don't know, a year or two ago, I hit a little streak, and I won a bunch of contests, and didn't even really try that hard. A lot of them were just, type in things. I did a few VRs, and I was winning stuff left and right there just for a little spell.
Yep.
And to the point to where when I won it and I heard, I would just comment back to them, pay it forward, give it to somebody else, and I'd give them a name. Hey, give it to such and such. They made a VR.
Yeah.
I gave away a awesome bug out bag. It probably had $1,000 worth of shit in it. I ain't kidding you. I won it, and I was like, I was on a live chat when I found out. I was on the Michelle's chat, and I was like, or it might have been the after chat, I don't remember. And I was like, damn, I got a bug out bag. I really don't need it. And I was like, okay, I just typed in somebody else. I won a Zombies or Us bug out bag. The first one they did where they got the community to donate. Yeah. Oh, it was like paracord slings for rifles, stainless steel canteen. It was just all kind of crap in that thing.
Wow.
Hey, speaking of other people that win a lot, Friend Sniper just said, hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Friend.
He was on a roll for a while.
Yeah, he is. Thanks for coming in, brother.
It just happens like that. You just get on a roll.
Yeah, it just happened. It's,
Yeah, like last year, long 13 hair was won just about every contest.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool, though. You see all these contests, and you see all, this whole community. That's what's cool about it, That's what makes it kind of fun and everyone interested and everyone, making comments and whatever.
Speaking of giveaways, am I right in the assumption, because I thought I'd get into it, am I right in the assumption that Sask, you have a giveaway going on, don't you, right now?
I think he does. That sounds familiar.
I believe he does. Mr. Dash Green 13th man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's up 550. Congratulations, brother. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's doing the dash cam, right? The dash cam giveaway?
Yep. Yeah, the dash cam. Yep. That's right. Yep. That's right. Yep.
That's badass, man.
Mm-hmm. That's the dangerous damn tool to give to another YouTuber. That'll be all kinds. That's somebody to be making videos every day.
Well, I've got a cheap-ass camera that I have on mine. It's not a dash cam, but I set it up for a dash cam just because I had a buddy of mine. He bought a real dash cam, and it's like saved his ass several times, and somebody pulled out in front of him or something like that, and insurance purposes and shit. So I started recording shit when I'm going on trips and stuff. But I do stupid stuff. Like I come up behind this one of those vehicle hauler trailers.
A what?
It just looks so fucking like
a vehicle?
Like a trailer.
Is that like a
vehicle?
Is that like a bicycle? I mean, what's a vehicle?
No, it's like a car, motherfucker. It's like a car.
Oh, okay.
It's a car carrier.
The car hauler.
It's a car hauler. And they hook it to the back of a pickup truck. But it looks like a fucking ramp like in the movies, and you just want to... it's just so tempting.
Detecting 207. I couldn't win a $2 hooker at a Chinese auction.
Damn, we got a contest going on?
There's a contest I don't know about?
Yeah, what's that about?
Hey, Brandon, how are you? Thanks for coming in, brother. Todd, thank you. What's all the numbers
Earlier,
about?
Fat Man was holding up some oil. I thought maybe he was giving away an oil
Hey, you want to?
job or something.
What's all the numbers going off
Hey,
for?
we'll do it, buddy. 10W30, baby.
I don't know. Jack started it. All of a sudden, people started throwing numbers out.
Jack, you got to capture the whole friggin'...
Y'all were talking about trading oil for food. I said, I'll take a bacon double cheeseburger plate right now for this right here.
Oh, all right, is that it? All right, you guys are making me dizzy with the numbers.
I'm going to have to have that
I
iced
got a
tea,
quart of
too.
oil. Who's got a bacon double cheeseburger?
Right now.
I could go for one of those. Oh, it's after midnight. It's Saturday. I can eat meat now.
10W30.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I gave up Lent for Lent.
I did too. Hey, Wookie, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in. Dawson Warner, hello. Thanks for coming. Stan, why are you laughing at me?
Because he's thinking of the Tourette's guy with the Chewbacca taking a shit. You guys know about that?
No.
Yeah, you gotta look up the Tourette's guy on YouTube and type in Chewbacca taking a shit by the Tourette's guy, and you'll see what he's laughing about.
That sounded racist and like something PETA involved.
We don't do racism here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not
Chewbacca
racism.
taking a shit or Tourette's guy taking a
No,
shit?
I
no,
know.
it's the Tourette's guy. The Tourette's guy describing Chewbacca taking a shit. Just do it. Trust me, it's funny as shit. No pun intended.
Well, in case you don't know, if Ohio suggests a link to you to check out, don't do it.
Do not open it.
Oh, I'm telling you, you guys have never seen the Tourette's guy. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, come on, that's mean.
It's not mean. It's not mean. It's a huge thing. Oh my God, you've never seen it?
I already got a couple trolls. I don't need PETA on my ass too.
Oh my God, the Tourette's guy's awesome. He's awesome. I love that guy. He's just fun. I'm telling you. It's not meant to make fun of the guy. It's funny. The guy's funny as hell.
Sask went ice fishing tonight. Damn. Right out of the water and fresh right out of the water for him tonight. He had fish tonight.
I was fishing 80 degrees over here the other day.
Yeah. And in 80, it's not 80 with Sask. It's not for another month and a half, 2 months.
That's the only ice fishing we do around here. If you go to a really, good supermarket, they'll have the fish sitting on ice.
Break the ice in the freezer.
You can pick out which one you want. Like half a salmon or something like that.
Southern, like Bird Dog. Bird Dog's idea of ice fishing is putting Reese's peanut butter cups in water, putting it in a freezer, freezing them, and then chipping away the ice around it.
Beating some Gordon's fish sticks out of my freezer with a hammer.
Exactly. That's ice fishing.
Ice fishing in the South.
Hey, Stan, it's not as bad as bum fights. Bum fights is completely different, man.
Good morning,
Hey, Mutt. Thanks for coming in, brother. Yeah, we're supposed to get 2 inches of snow tomorrow.
Damn. That's crazy. It ain't that far away,
Yeah, it's actually snowing on the Tennessee border between North Carolina and North Carolina and Tennessee this morning when I was watching the news.
Hey, Utah, thanks for coming by, brother, and thanks a million. You're always in there. Every time me and Ohio have a chat, you're always there. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Sask still has 4 feet of ice.
Damn.
That ain't going away anytime soon. Jesus Christ, I could walk there, ice fish with them, and fly home. Wow. That's a lot of ice, brother. You up near Andy? By Andrew? He goes by Andrew, not Andy.
Damn, that gave me cold chills just thinking about 4 foot of ice. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, T.I., when's the last time you saw 4 foot of ice, T.I.?
Never.
Right.
Tweaking.
The thickest that I get it, though, the thickest I've ever seen it, the the local lakes and ponds around my house, or where I grew up, you know what I mean? The thickest I've ever seen it was like 1.5 foot. I mean, usually I ice fish on 10 inches of ice.
You might see a farm pond around here kind of skimmed over with ice, maybe froze around the edge a little bit with a little skim across it. But we're talking like a pond, you could throw a rock and hit the other side, the bank.
Yep.
I've stood on some koi ponds like that, but that's about it.
Oh, he's right in the middle. Wow.
Bitches.
Wow, Sash, you're up there on the west side. Cool.
We got a little cold snap running through the south here this weekend.
I got the door open right now.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm jealous, man.
Hey, it's supposed to get about 30 tonight, ain't it?
I don't know. It's what is it?
It's chilly out here, up here right now.
It's 45 in this building right now.
Wow.
I like it cold.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, I don't like sleeping in hot weather, but
Badass.
Yeah. Hey, DeVito, trust me, I ain't seen nothing for ice. Well, now, I probably have when I was flying over, it was Greenland or Iceland. I was looking down at the icebergs.
Coming back from overseas.
Hey, Mr. Tolley.
Yeah.
Brandon, be nice.
I watched that video, on that wallet, and I was amazed on your talent with that. What was your biggest project that you had to make?
I don't know. I make all kinds of stuff. I do a lot of holsters. I've never done any saddles or anything like that.
I mean, I was amazed at watching you make that. You really have some wonderful talent. You really do. I mean, it was beautiful. The end product. I really enjoyed watching it. I'm just wondering, what unique things you might have been asked to make.
Oh, I've been asked to make some holsters for some pretty strange guns.
Yeah.
Tommy boy, me too, pal, me too.
And you just kind of take it all as it rolls.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
Stuff that they don't make. They don't make any forms for it, and you just can't find the gun. I mean, you wonder why somebody wants to carry that.
What are you trying to say, man?
Well, it's like, why would you carry something? A buddy of mine wanted a holster for a PPK, but it was a World War II PPK.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't carry that.
Big K is the most popular military pistol in the world.
Yeah.
But can you make an inside the waistband holster for my
but not here.
My Walther Luger?
What's in it?
Yeah. Right? Yeah, another guy wanted one for a P08.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why?
Did you see that? It's dark in here. I know it's probably not.
Well, I really enjoyed watching it. I thought your stuff was just really cool, and hats off, man. I mean, you got some great talent. You really do.
Thank you.
Did you see this that I got from?
Put your mic down, Mike. We can't hear you.
This was. He's going to tell somebody we can't hear somebody.
Yeah, exactly. You heard me though, didn't you, bitch?
This was part of that. This is part of the prize pack from Dutch Knife Guys, 400 subs that I won the other night. This is just absolutely beautiful. Fox
Company Prepping.
Fox Company Prepping 19 made this. It is just absolutely beautiful.
What's it
Yeah,
for?
I've always liked the way leather looks and feels and stuff.
Yep.
So I started.
It's just a leather pouch, Ohio. I can put anything I want in it. And then I want to say that's antler. I'm assuming that's antler.
Probably.
But he sent a tin in it, so I can make a fire tender tin if I wanted to, or a first aid tin, whatever. And
okay.
You know what I mean? Fits
so
right
it fits
in.
an Altoids can perfectly.
Yep, absolutely perfectly.
Nice.
And then it's just a drawstring, and then another piece of, well, again, either antler or bone or what have you, and then you just go, whoosh, and then that tightens it right up, and that thing's not coming out. But that's beautiful. I love. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I suppose my biggest projects that I do are, the haversacks and stuff that I make. They're usually pretty good size. Take a lot of time.
Look, jerk. Oh, Swansea guy took off. I asked him if they had scared Swansea guy away. Swansea searcher. Swansea searcher is still here. That was odd. I drive through that town every other Thursday. It's the only time I've ever heard that word. Swansea was that town, so that's why I asked if he was from New Hampshire. And apparently he lives right near where I deliver stuff. Holy shit!
I just got to the outside chat and TR.
That's a small world. What's the matter, Ohio?
Fat man said something about free mustache rides. TR said, "Be careful, Ohio's in here."
Hey, AZ Prepper, what's up?
That's fucked up, dude.
I can't resist.
Hey, Detective,
thank
you.
Chicken fucker.
I like how AZ said, God damn, where we go.
Hey, hang on a sec. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I have to. Brandon, go easy. Kabish, huh? Go easy.
That's pressure that I don't even want to think about.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, yeah.
I was just saying, AZ Prepper said, I like my first aid tin. I made it from my Viagra pill box.
It's better than a Red Bull ever thought about being, I'm telling you that.
Dominic, I don't mind the voices in my head, but when all seven talk to me at the same time, I can't hear myself think.
That's some shit there, isn't it?
Good one, Dom. Good one, brother.
Oh my goodness.
It's fun just to take like $1.25 and go jump on a fucking city bus and sit there and rock and just talk to yourself. It just scare the hell out of people. Just do it for fun once a month. Sit there and rock, talk to yourself, and start answering questions.
My brother had a job where he rode the bus in Philly. That's all he did. Doing census crap and stuff like that. Every now and again he said he'd do stuff like that just to kind of get people going.
You would have to.
Well,
I think that would make your job would be monotonous.
Mm-hmm.
If I get on a bus and that fucking bus is empty, and that bus stops at one more stop, and a crazy person gets on that bus, that son of a bitch will sit right next to me every goddamn time. It don't matter if I'm the only one on the bus. That crazy dude will sit next to me.
That's good. I hope you're kind enough to strike up a conversation, ask them how their day's going.
There's a lot of crazy son of bitches out there, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no shortage, that's for sure.
Well, we always, like when we go to the state fair and stuff, sometimes we'll park at like a relative's house, and then just ride the bus. That way you don't have to pay for parking and stuff, because the bus will take you right up to the front gate of the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
That's what I miss. I gotta start taking my kids. I miss going to the state fairs up here.
I haven't been to the Minnesota State Fair in years.
You ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing.
Go get you a deep fried Twinkie and
I don't care.
win
I just love. You know, I don't know what it is. I just.
win like a 4-foot teddy bear as soon as you walk in the door. That way you got to carry that son of a bitch with you about 12 hours walking around with it.
Yeah.
Because you can't rode the bus, so you can't take it out to the car.
Yeah.
My kids always want to play the games as soon as they walk in. I'm like, screw that. I'm not carrying that shit around all day. You can play the games right before we leave.
Yep.
Now, let's go look at the butter cow and get a fucking hot dog.
The butter cow.
Oh, at the Ohio State Fair every year they make a
cow. It's like a butter
they make
face.
a sculpture. They make a sculpture out of butter. It's in the dairy barn, and they always make a cow, and then they always make something special, like a statue of a famous actor or something like that. You know, so there's a butter cow, and then there's some other butter statue of somebody else.
Yeah, they do the dairy princess. They carve her head out of butter in Minnesota.
Should we have a butter
Pretty
face?
cool.
Yeah, everything's good butter face.
Everything's good at butter face.
But we have like in the back of the fairgrounds, we got the Ohio Division of Wildlife or whatever, Natural Resources. They put on a pretty good thing back there. There's some wild animals, and they have like a stocked little trout pond or whatever, and you do some cane pole fishing. The kids can do cane pole fishing or shoot a bow, or they have like some little, like they look like Ruger 1022s, but they're BB guns, and they run off of air or something. They're hooked to like a shooting gallery.
Yeah,
like a little shooting gallery.
Cool.
But
that's awesome.
But yeah, your kids get in line and they get a cane pole and they catch a damn fish and they take it over to this lady, and this lady will sit there and show them how to fillet it and everything, and then they hand you a piece of fish in a newspaper, and you got to carry that shit around with you the rest of the day at the fair too.
Yes, that's one thing I can't do. Is I can't fillet with the shit.
Practice.
You need to learn that, man.
I watched 39 Camper. He's got a cool fillet video. I watched a whole bunch of other guys.
It's all in the feel.
So I had a fillet knife. I had the fillet knife. I had it all right, and I'm trying to do 2 trout. My cousin caught a 27-inch rainbow and an 18-inch rainbow out of the lake that were up north, and I tried to. They got a little bit of mercury in them, but I still eat them anyways. But
it ain't gonna kill you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna glow in the dark. So, but anyway, I just I fucked it up all the hell, and now I'm getting frustrated. So I had a fillet knife. I had the fillet knife.
What?
That wasn't me. That was before.
Sorry.
Okay. Hey,
Freaking new guy.
Mike.
The new guy.
Hey, Will. Hey, Mike.
What's
I
up?
know how to fillet fish, crappie or panfish or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can fillet them, get the meat out, flop the skin back over, and it looks like the fish has fucking anorexia. But I can't fillet a trout. Don't even try to fillet a trout.
No,
Stick the crappies in bass or whatever. Or?
Yeah, you can do that kind of fish, but don't try to do trout. Just gut them, split them open, throw the lemon in them and whatever, and bake them some bitches. Don't even try to fillet. They got too many damn little bones.
Good.
If you catch a crappie, you can fillet it like that. If you do it quick enough, can you sew them back up and put them back in the water and let them go back?
I filleted them live before, maybe so.
I just want. I mean, is it like a fish version of liposuction? Is what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Just take a little meat from them, sew them back up, put them back in the water for them to recover.
They're a tough fish, man. You can freeze them and thaw them back out, and they'll come back alive and swim around and shit.
What did I have? I didn't have flounder. What the hell did I have?
They're different. They're
I mean, if you learn how to fillet them, you don't even gut them. All their internal organs are still there.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, man. You just put a
Electric
Band-Aid on them, put them back in the water, and let them go.
Hey, little funny story on this. I got a hot tub that I really don't use anymore, but I still got it. But anyway, I went. I was big into night fishing for crappie or crappie, as y'all call it, whatever, specks, whatever you want to call them. And I caught a pretty good size catfish one night, about a 3 or 4 pounder. And anyway, the next morning, this son of a bitch has been in the cooler on ice all night. The next morning, I went out to fillet the fish. Well, the catfish was still alive. And I had so many crappie, whatever. I was like, hell, I don't really feel like, killing this damn fish and then filleting it. So I threw it in my damn hot tub. Went back the next week to go fishing again. Fished that son of a bitch out of my hot tub. Took it to the lake and let him go. I got the net and, finally cornered them and got them out of the damn hot tub. I was like, you know what? You went through a night on ice. You went in my damn hot tub all week. I mean, it wasn't on. It wasn't, hot or anything. It was just, air temperature or whatever. I was like, hell, you deserve to live.
Yeah, Mike. When it comes to trout, the best I fish for trout every year. The best thing you do, you gut them, and you can fry them with the heads. I mean, I fry them with the heads just because that's tradition. Yeah. But you gut them, you fry them in cornmeal and flour and salt and pepper, and basically when they're done, you just kind of lift it from the back down, and you rake the meat, and that's basically it. When you're getting into panfish, bass, perch, walleye, those are the type of fish you can fillet and get a nice fillet out of. Okay. Trout's a different beast than those other fish.
Yeah, I was gonna do my striper I got, and I said, screw it. So then I just cut the belly open. My wife put in garlic. She put everything inside its belly. Put tinfoil on there, threw lemon in there, butter the whole 9, put it on the grill.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Turned it once, bang. And then I'd put I caught a pollock. The thing was huge. And I had to take the tail and the head off first, put it on my friggin' grill. And then I had to cut it again.
Who the hell was it other night that was eating that herring on the chat? Just chomping its fucking heads off and shit.
Oh, that was
Mr. Crabbenay.
Mr. Crabbenay.
Crabbenay, yeah. Somebody said, did anybody notice? The Superfly was like, did anybody notice that he just bit a head off a fish right there on the chat?
Well, herring is typically pickled, so.
Thank you, Scotty.
I don't know.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, you out of here?
Yeah, I cut the tip of my finger pretty bad. I got to go to the doc, I think. It won't stop bleeding.
Did you really?
Oh, just now?
No, just before I got on the chat, I thought I had a bleeding stop.
Oh, my God.
It's still bleeding.
All right.
Okay, man. Well, you better take care, brother.
Good job, sir.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Do a video on it for us. Do a video for us to let us know how you recover.
Wait.
We'll see. Yeah.
Good night.
Later, man.
Take care.
Did you see what that's a pretty good joke. I like that. Would you see what Big Glock Daddy put in the extra?
Do I want to look at it?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, there we go. What's the difference between a penis and a bonus? Your wife will blow your bonus.
You'll always blow your bonus.
Your wife will always blow your bonus. That's right.
Hey, I'm the only person.
He said, "How can you tell who is the head nurse? She's the one who has the dirty knees."
Am I the only person here who's never cut themselves with a knife?
Probably.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Lucky, your luck just ran out. You will.
You don't do enough with it.
You just do yourself a favor. You better hope and pray that it ain't with a friggin' Mora or a, I hope you got a dull, butter knife at home or something.
No, you want it sharp.
No, you want a sharp. You want to get cut by a sharp.
Nah, not me, man.
Dull,
I like my fingers. I'd rather cut myself with a dull blade.
So give me an example. What's the worst cut you guys have had?
Me, Well, it wasn't really a knife. It was a razor blade. So, but I got 9 stitches from a razor blade.
I've never had bad enough cut from a knife to get stitches.
Oh yeah, I took 9 for a razor blade.
I have, but I never got the stitches.
Like you said, Mike, like a razor blade. It was like a, what do they call those knives? Like a utility knife?
Yeah, that's what I did mine with.
But it wasn't a retractable utility knife. It was just one where the blade constantly stays out.
Right.
And I had like a leather holster for it that I'd wear, and we used, because you'd have to cut when I worked countertops and stuff. You'd put, cutting tile and stuff with them, and along the edge of the countertops and stuff. And I went to stick it back in the holster, and I wasn't really looking, or the sheath or whatever you want to call it, and I thought it was in there, and I let go of it, and I dropped it, and it went down, and it cut right through my jeans, my pant leg, and cut into my leg. Because when I dropped it, that's how sharp that son of a bitch was.
I took
I got stitches from it on my thigh.
I took this finger. Yeah, this finger. My left forefinger. I when I was a kid. No, actually, I was probably a late teenager. I was cutting this. I was working at the local grocery store, and I was working in the deli, and I wasn't paying it. The lady was talking to me as I was cutting her turkey breast, and I took my eyes off the machine, and my finger slid. And you know what the lady said?
I don't know what that means.
I hope we didn't get any blood on my turkey breast.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's my worst fear, man, is cutting myself on one of them slices.
I took from here off. It was nothing there. I'm looking inside my finger. It was not a good sight. Here's the funny part. Of course, they couldn't stitch it because there was nothing there to stitch. It was a hole. So I go to the hospital. They put these gel blocks on there. They wrap it up. Come back in 10 days and don't get that thing wet no matter what. I said, okay. I come back in 10 days. They take the dressing off. They put a new dressing on. They put another block on, like another gel block, whatever that's called. They put that on. Put the dressing back on. Come back in 10 days. Don't get it wet. Went back in 10 days, and they're like, okay, you'll be all right. My fingerprint came back. My fingernail came back, and you can't even tell that I ever did it. The only way you can tell is in the wintertime when it's really cold. This thing goes numb. I could whack this thing against a freaking... I can't feel a thing, But...
Yeah, I crushed one of my fingers at work one day. Just the tip of it, I crushed it, and it don't really have feeling in it anymore. I can feel pressure, but I don't really have the feeling of touch with it anymore. But, the fingernail and all that grew back.
Yep, it's amazing. I didn't think I'd ever have all that stuff back,
It was like one of the damn Bugs Bunny cartoons, when something gets smashed and something's like this big, that's what it looked like.
Yep.
Man, even the doctor, did x-ray in the bone. Just the tip. He said, my bone was in 5 different pieces spread out. And he was like, and I was like, well, how are we going to get all them back together? But he said, we're not. They'll either grow back together or they'll just develop scar tissue around them and it'll be okay. And I was like, well, thank you very much, whatever. I mean, but it actually come back pretty good. Like I say, it's a little wider than my other fingers now. But
did you do that in an Elvis voice?
Do what?
Did you do that in an Elvis voice?
No.
I know another kid. I know a kid.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I know a kid who,
okay, I got you now.
I know a kid that was lifting weights, and the weights fell on him, and it tore the skin from here up, right off his hand. All the skin came right off. You know what they did? They
horror stories.
They sewed his hand to his chest.
Huh?
Oh, so the skin will heal, so the skin will grow to it?
Yep. They sewed his hand to his chest.
better than sewing them to your balls or something, right?
Right. That's about time you're in there.
That might be okay.
I was at a town meeting or whatever, and my wife called, and all I heard was screaming, and she's like, "You need to come home now. We need to go to the doctor."
Lay back again.
For my youngest son.
Uh-oh.
And I drive home as quick as I can. I got there in like 2 minutes, man. And he's just standing in the yard screaming. Well, we got this rock on the edge of our garden. And it's just like a decorative rock when you walk up by the front porch or whatever. Well, he picked it up and was messing with it. And my wife told him to put it down or whatever. If you drop it, you get hurt. Well, what'd he do? He fucking dropped it. He was wearing flip-flops. And it landed on his big toe, and it blew his toe out like a fucking squash grape, man. The pressure hit it so hard, it split it wide open, and like the inside of his toe was all hanging out. It was one of the grossest things I've ever seen.
That's pretty gross.
Oh yeah, it was, yeah. And and he was like 5 years old, so you feel sorry as hell for him, but then you're like, well, I bet you learned a lesson. You won't do that shit again, will you? You know? Tell you to put something down, you put it down.
I don't know. I grew up kind of in the country. We got hurt all the time. You just kind of shake that shit off and rub dirt on it. I remember.
The whole inside of your toe. I mean, they had to stick this fucking meat and everything back in his toe and sew it up, dude. I mean, it was.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
Take a grape and just smash it, and that's what it happened, man.
I remember. I don't know how it happened. I'm assuming, looking back on it and what few memories I have of it, like a steak knife or something got in the yard somehow back when I was a kid. I mean, like you say, I was like early elementary school, and I guess my dad run over it with a lawnmower or something. Somehow it was all jagged up. And back then, in summertime, we were barefoot, and I stepped on that knife. And I remember to this day, I guess because it was so horrific, my dad pulling the knife out of my damn foot and pouring kerosene on it and then wrapping it up. That was how he cured it.
Damn.
Turpentine and all kind of shit. No forward on me.
When I was a teenager, go ahead.
I was going to say, my worst cut or whatever was I was at the zoo, and I was teasing a swan with a leaf, and it come after me. You ever had like a swan or a goose come after you real quick?
Yeah,
and I got a video. I tripped and fell. That damn thing got a hold of my finger and ripped my whole edge of my finger off, man. I had to go to the hospital and get stitches from a swan. That's one of those, well, that'll learn you type things there, right there,
Yeah, I've jumped in farm ponds because of swans and geese and shit.
I remember one time, my buddy of mine, I was a young teenager, probably like 13, 14, wasn't driving nothing, somewhere in that age, and they had cows and stuff, and a cow stepped on my foot. We was trying to herd them around and what have you, and, so I was like, all hurting, my foot was hurting, and my buddy's dad's like, well, come on to the house, I'll take care of it. And if you're in the South, you grew up around my time, you may remember the Watkins, ointments and shit like that. Anyhow, he put some of that shit on my foot. It caught it on fire damn near. I mean, it was burning. It hurt worse after he put the ointment or salve or whatever on it. It hurt worse then than it did just from the throbbing of the cow. And then his dad's just laughing his ass off. And I don't know. It was just funny as shit. It wasn't funny at the time.
My grandma used to put fucking iodine on everything, no matter what it was. And that shit used to burn. That orange iodine or whatever. Don't matter what your problem was, grandma would put some iodine on it. Fucking toothache, grab some iodine.
Yeah.
My thing was the Mercure comb. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, God. God help you if you got the Mercure comb.
Yeah.
Is that the pink stuff?
It's like a reddish, yeah.
You had the iodine and mercurochrome. It was coming in the same kind of little bottles. It had just a little plastic stick sticking down in it. And you get that red shit everywhere, no matter how careful you are with it. It stained everything.
Hey.
A cure comb would burn your butt, man. Oh my god.
Seen a kid get shot with a penny one time out of something that hung in his ear back here. That was at the damn cotton mill out of one of those air guns. He put a penny down. Shoom! That something stuck back in here and back in his head. That's pretty funny. I mean, not for him. It was ugly. It just come to my mind for some reason. We used to put like AA batteries down in those air guns. Oh my god, it's like a other weapon, son. Air gun tube was like 16, 18 inches long, you know. You just hit that valve real quick. Boom, shoot him about 50 yards.
Do you have a cigarette behind each ear?
Yep, we were evil. What's up, Chuck? Yeah, I do, sir. You want one?
Yeah.
You guys ever seen that episode of Cops where that cop had that guy pulled over and he said, "So how much marijuana you been smoking tonight?"
Not much.
I don't smoke marijuana. And he's like, "Really? What's that behind your ear?" And dude had a big old fucking joint tucked in behind his ear.
I don't doubt it. I ain't seen it, but I don't doubt it. I never got cut real bad. I closed Smith & Wesson knife on my finger once. The liner lock didn't work, and I was cutting through a carpet tube, and it just closed. That was no good. I didn't like that at all.
The original SWAT knife.
That was that. Yep, I already told you about it. That big ass Swiss Army Generation 1 SWAT knife. Like it didn't lock, and I was trying to cut through one of them big ass thick carpet tubes, and it went to the bone. Schwap!
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, boys, this ain't worth a shit.
I think one of the worst things I'd done was I was in the backseat. My friend had a little Honda Accord, like the old 79 Accord or 80s, early 80s Accord, and I was in the back seat, and we all pulled up to. We were going to a restaurant or something. We pulled in, and everybody opened their doors, and you know that bar that goes between the two doors? Mm-hmm. I reached up to grab it to help pull myself up. And when I did, the person that was in the front seat slammed their fucking door shut. And my hand was in there, man. That fucking hurt, and it ripped all the skin off my knuckles.
The worst thing, it hasn't happened to me, but I went camping with a buddy, and I had a double-sided axe sharpened before I went camping, and I went camping with a buddy and his girlfriend and my girlfriend, and we set up camp and we're chopping wood, and I told him, I said, hey, this is really sharp, be careful, don't fool around with this thing. Right. Oh, this ain't too sharp. And he let that thing just slide off his hand and graze the back of his heel of his foot, and took off half the heel of his foot. And I was like, great, man. Now camping's done. We had to rush the guy to the hospital. You kidding me?
I sat on my ball like a few minutes ago.
Oh, no, man. I've got a story about that.
You know what? I don't even know how to check. I don't even know how to comment on that, bro. I don't even know what to say.
It's a bitch. I never did it till I started gaining weight, and it's possible.
Hey, I was sitting at an old picnic table having a smoke break with people I used to work with, and this girl was sitting at the end of the bench. She's kind of a big girl, and I was sitting at the other end. Well, it was one of them picnic tables that has where you sit was like two boards put together. And when she got up, the damn picnic table was warped. But when she got up, them fucking boards, they moved up and down.
Yeah.
And caught my fucking nut between them two boards, man. I thought I was gonna puke, dude. I thought I was gonna puke. It hurt so bad.
Damn, dude. Whenever I was about 13, I was like fapping so hard that I got real dizzy and I fell and busted my head.
Not
worst,
bad.
the worst thing I ever did was I was riding a bicycle. My seat, it kept moving and everything, And I said to my buddy, I'm going to kill myself. Just take the stupid thing off. So we didn't have any wrenches or anything. So we beat the thing up with a rock, come flying off. I said, yeah, now what's going to happen? He says, don't sit down. I said, okay. So we're on the way home, and, we not a jump or nothing, just like a little, little hill in the road, like a little whatever. And we went up over it, and I come right down that frickin' no seat frickin' pole.
Right in the butthole.
Oh, let me tell you something.
You just made it look like it felt good.
No, it didn't feel good.
You were like,
dude. Oh man, did that hurt? Well, I can't be my normal self and yell and say what I want to say because I got two sleeping girls next to me on the left over here.
I'm kind of curious why you wanted to take the seat off the bicycle and just have a pole sticking up.
Because it was broke. The seat kept doing this to me,
So
Yeah,
this is raw pole. Okay, all right, I got you now. Okay.
Tape the builder on it at least.
Wow.
Anybody ever wondered besides me is why they put the metal bar on the male's bike way up there? I mean, and then the girls don't have nothing to fall on.
Right.
That is a good question.
Like, a female must have designed the fucking bicycle.
So
right?
I know why they put that bar there. So that we can. Oh, you know why?
Rack your nuts.
No, so we can have the girls ride on that side saddle. That's how we used to do it when I was a kid. When I was a kid, the girls used to sit side saddle and we used to drive down the street with them on it.
hey, why is Stan and Chuck not in here?
Who?
Stan and Chuck.
Who's Stan and Chuck? Hey, Mr. Bullet Points, what's up, brother? Oh, Stan?
Yeah.
Chuck.
And Chuck.
How many
Who's
Chucks?
Chuck?
Yeah, we could
Whoa.
stand up in here.
Superfly told me about that video. Oh.
Which one?
Dude sticking a pickle jar up his ass.
Ouch.
Oh.
What?
What, his boyfriend wasn't available or something? Or was his boyfriend sleeping? Or...
He stuck it up there and it broke.
Like and how do you explain that at the hospital?
Lucas said the blood was just pouring out of him.
I tell you what, Will.
He's like he didn't die.
Don't. You
Right.
don't. You live with that pain for the next couple months. There's no explaining that shit.
Oh, that's one guy, one cup, ain't it?
Yeah, I think this conversation is just really going downhill.
Yeah, it just really went south. So, how's the weather?
He brought it up. He
Yeah.
was saying,
I don't know who changed it and veered off in that direction.
420 brought it up. I remember Super saying something about it.
Well, we
Nah.
were talking about nuts and the asshole's only about an inch away or so.
Hey, why is 420 not in here?
It's 420 somewhere.
Yeah, it was earlier.
Hey, Peanuts, guys, what's happening?
He got pecans to.
That's the one thing I haven't got. I feel so bad. I only watched one frickin' race. I've only watched one NASCAR race this
You
year.
ain't missing nothing.
No, they're sucking.
I'm just telling you. No, I don't know. I hadn't watched one since maybe 98. I still know you ain't missing nothing.
Yeah, they're not as good as they used to be.
Last Daytona I watched was when Earnhardt died.
You're gonna have to get closer to that mic, Ohio. We're gonna harp on your ass.
I said the last Daytona I watched was when Earnhardt died.
Fucking Ohio, I hate when you do that.
Ohio has the worst mic in YouTube history.
I don't
He
think
does.
that's it. I think he's laid back like this right here.
No, I think his microphone is he's got his finger over it or something.
I think he's laid
And he
back.
makes fun of me when I have my mic up way up there.
Fucking King of Siam, laid back with his feet up and shit.
Ohio, how hot's the hot tonight? About 70?
What's that?
How hot's the hot tonight? About 70?
How hot is the hut tonight? What are you talking about?
Some bitch is outside that fucking building.
At work, is it like 70?
Inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 70. Outside, it's like fucking 26.
Oh, is it that cold?
Go walk across the street and get us a 20 at a hard.
Yeah, 20 of that hard, man.
Not a whole lot going on tonight. Last night there was some crazy shit. We had a head-on accident right in front of our damn
Yeah, you were saying that's horrible.
semi versus SUV. That was some crazy shit, man.
I had a girl ask me for some crack at the damn flea market the other day. I just looked at her. I didn't even respond.
Wait, Gib, shot with a broken leg.
What the fuck?
Justin, that's fucking unreal.
Wow.
Oh.
That's not going to make any Intimidator fans happy at all.
Right. If I ever told two of my buddies, if I ever even told them that joke, we wouldn't be friends anymore.
Yes, I know some of them too. They'd fight you over that shit.
That's hilarious.
I'm cool with it because I understand, but most of them in here do not.
DeVito. I once got fired for sticking my finger in a pickle slicer at work. She got fired too.
Pickle slicer. Ouch! Wow.
No, you didn't get that.
Yeah, I got that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just imagining the woman nicknamed that, you know.
Better than working at a sperm bank and getting fired for drinking on the job.
Oh my God.
Damn it, Will.
Well, that's just wrong.
Yeah, we're going to kick you off
Come
panel.
on now. You're gone. I gotta eject him.
It was a good one. It was a classic.
Classic.
That's right.
Kyle
Dan
Busch.
said he used to work for an independent small oil company for a while, and they used to get loads from our facility.
Kyle Busch is not the best driver in the world there, Gia. I like you a lot, but Jesus Christ, Kyle Busch?
Yeah.
Please.
I gotta say, my favorite driver is Danica Patrick,
Right.
but I don't even watch NASCAR, so it don't really matter.
Well, I'd say she's the best looking driver out there. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
They say my favorite's a little bit tinkerish, so I can't even mention his name.
Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
You heard that song? Jeff Gordon's gay. Jeff Gordon's gay.
I just want his money, his ex-wife, and his girlfriend right now. I'll be happy. They got the best plastic money can buy.
You know, NASCAR would be better if they would just show them fighting after the race.
Right?
I can't stand Tony Stewart.
I never could.
What you say about my mama?
Tony Stewart.
Your mama's so poor, I seen her walking down the street kicking a can the other day. I said, what you doing? She says, I'm moving.
Chuck, there you are.
Oh,
Super.
What's up,
There you
brother?
go.
Super.
Super's out there.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What?
Superfly.
What?
Super.
Oh my.
Yo!
Fly to the fat guy.
God.
And he wins contests a lot too.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got, 1,500 friggin' however many subs he's got too, right? Or was I don't even know what his sub count is, but
1,500.
They just send that shit to him.
15,000, whatever the hell it is. But I'm just saying,
They don't win that shit. They just send it to him.
Yeah.
He's over 3.
Yeah, he's over 3.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Anyone that eats sour liquid gum, hats off, man.
I can't stand that gum that blows up in your friggin' mouth. Anyways, that shit's disgusting.
We don't want to hear about your late Friday nights, man.
Newsflash, Mike, that's not gum, son.
Yes, it is. Remember when we were growing up? Come on, knock it off, Ohio. Ohio, knock it off.
I don't know what that guy told you.
Oh, yeah, come on. Remember that gum Freshen Up or Fresh Up or Fresh something? It was
Had
green.
liquid in it?
Yeah,
It had the
Prior engagement.
juice in it?
that was just disgusting.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Did you guys see his last video? Superfly's last video. He's eating this gum. He's like, yeah, it's kind of sour. And then he started talking, and his words are all screwed up, and he's like, oh my God, you gotta watch it.
I have to go check it out. I seen it.
He's joking on the gum.
That's the
Yeah,
only
Mike, they
driver
used to
who
have
can
Freshen
admit
Up, and then they
everything.
had Tidal Wave. Remember Tidal
Yep.
Wave? It was the same thing, but like strawberry flavor and shit.
Remember the Pup Rocks we used to have?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Or what was the stick that came with like the powdered shit that you would dip the stick in the powder?
Oh, that's
shit?
I know what
they
you're
still
talking
have
about.
that.
Fun Dip. Fun
Yeah,
Dip.
they still have it.
Jeff Gordon in the mid-90s, he looked about right.
Like a dipstick.
Yeah, it was a candy.
Yeah.
It was a sugar stick, really. The thing, it's like this wide, and then the bag was just a pouch of straight colored sugar.
I missed that fad.
I used to like the fucking marathon bars, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
The caramel, and it was like a
In the
braided
chunky
caramel
bar.
covered
I used to like the
chocolate.
chunky bars.
Oh, the chunky bars are still awesome, man.
Are they still out there?
Yeah, place where I'm at, they have them.
Oh, it sucks. Is everything? It's
they
so
have that
expensive now, though.
Yeah, do you remember Mellow Cups?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
still
they sell them here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the marathon bars, that's the only one, I won't say only ones, but that's one that I hadn't seen in a long time.
Wow.
I don't know how long they actually was, but back when I was a kid, it looked like they were a foot long.
Like 2 foot long, yeah, man.
Yeah. It was just caramel with chocolate covered, but they were like huge. I mean, it really wasn't
Yeah,
much
they were-
there, but they were long.
But they were braided, weren't they, TR?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
back and forth, and like braided caramel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We used to have
We
those
used to get one of
days
those
growing up.
and a damn Werner's shit. Werner's the hell's the pop? Ginger ale. Werner's ginger ale.
Hey, I think that's Fat Man's way of telling you to stop eating the friggin' cantaloupe you got.
The General. Hello, General.
Great in my bush sometimes.
We used to have this place in Michigan that they don't exist anymore. Will might remember them, but we had this place called Farrell's, and you'd walk into Farrell's, and it was like an ice cream shop.
Oh yeah, we had those.
And then they had the candy shop, you know, where suckers were like 5 feet long and stuff. I mean, it was crazy, you know. That was the coolest place. You go for where you want to go for your birthday. You're like Farrell's, you know, and oh my God, man, it was just like kid heaven.
Never heard of it.
Damn,
Will, you
Fat
never
Man
heard
says-
of Farrell's?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh my
Like a-
God.
General Banner comes in the chat, and Fat Man tells him to run. Your IQ will drop in here. What the fuck? What's
I was
up,
getting
Luke?
smarter. For the first half, I was getting smarter. The second half, I just feel
Right.
Well, you can only go so serious for so long on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we had.
I'm ready to party, damn it.
Yeah,
We have-
especially me and Jack, man. It's not going to last long, I'm sorry.
Ohio. Did you turn everybody's mic up?
No, his
No.
is just down. He keeps laying back, and his mic is like 7 foot away from him.
That's exactly it. That's it. I'm telling you. I can see it.
Everybody's
He's a
mic just.
security guard. He's a security guard. He is comfortable. He's the most comfortable one of us all right now.
Plus, I got a $2 hooker in here with me.
See what I'm saying?
Nice.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Oh,
$3.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she costs $3. Damn, that's expensive.
I didn't want to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
What are you in the South?
Her
$3.
nickname is the Pickle Slicer.
The pickle slicer.
Oh my God! Remember those? Hey, Mountain Man 1478 put out their. Remember the whatchamacallit candy bars
Yeah.
and the push.
Yeah.
It's still around.
Those are good.
Yeah, they still have whatchamacallit.
Yeah, but the problem is, that I went to buy a Babe Ruth bar, and the guy goes, and I got a Babe Ruth bar and a soda for the ride home. The guy goes, oh, 4 something. I goes, what? Or 3 something.
Yeah.
I went,
Fucking
what?
candy bar's $2. And
The candy bar's
Damn
$1.79. What? I goes, for a goddamn candy bar?
Well, damn.
Jesus.
They ain't too far off around here anymore. Ain't too far off. They over $1 now.
Mountain Man said that the Chico sticks or whatever, they're basically like a Zagnut bar. Yeah,
Yeah.
those fuckers are good.
They used to have. Do you guys remember they had this candy bar? I think it was called the Suzy Q, and it was like a long flat candy bar. It was just chocolate over caramel, and it was kind of like weaved. You guys remember
That
this
was a
bar?
marathon.
Too much.
That was a
Call-
marathon bar.
No, no.
He said weaved as soon as I wrote that in the comments.
Yeah, it's like weaved. It was. It was like it had like I don't know. It was like interconnected. Anyway, it was real flat and long, and I could have swore it was called like a Suzy Q or something like that.
Don't take but 2 tabs of that next time.
Well, down here in the South, they called it a marathon bar, but it was the same thing. That's what we were talking about earlier. They probably did call it different things in different places, but it was probably the same.
I read that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I miss the original Mars bar, man. I can't find them down here in the South anymore. They got like they got a Snickers with almonds that's sort of similar, but
Yeah.
Hey,
Better.
was it called a Curly Whirly?
No,
I'm serious
I
because I looked it up and there's a marathon bar and a Curly Whirly and they are identical.
We're going back to the state fair now.
Yeah, I could have swore this thing was a Suzy Q. I think that's what they called it.
Any candy. What the fuck is that?
Right.
You came in a clear, almost like a King Dong ho-ho thing. Oh, but it was a clear
Well, here's
wrap.
a link to the marathon bar to look at it real quick, see if that looks like it.
Yeah, let me look.
Jerry.
You remember what?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
In Texas.
Here's the Curly Whirly then. Check out the Curly Whirly.
Alright. Yep, that's exactly what it
thing
was,
about
man.
those, best thing is you can order that shit on Amazon. Now, overseas, a marathon bar used to be basically what we call Snickers. If you went overseas and got a marathon bar in Europe, you got a Snickers bar is what you got.
You know what I can't stand is Three Musketeers.
They're not bad.
I just don't like them. No, it's just like, yeah. You know,
it's like chocolate and nougat, man.
yeah.
They need,
See,
they
I'm
need
a
another
Reese's.
stick. I mean, even with some coconut thrown in, it would be better.
I'm a Reese's peanut
Oh,
butter
comrade.
I love Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite all around, man. Is
Them
Reese's
and a Kit Kat. Those are my 2 favorites.
Yeah, yeah. 100,000 gram bars aren't bad either.
Yeah.
Ain't that called a kilo?
You know what
Hey,
some of my favorite candies are? Is those the Toffee. Have you ever had those? It's got that hazelnut with the chocolate and the caramel.
The what?
But
Toffee.
Yeah, remember the commercial, Toffee is too good for kids? It's just for adults.
Yeah.
They're
I
trying to
can't-
make it
Jones, I
it's
can't.
just for adults.
I really can't eat candy anymore. She moved.
Best candy bar was Caddyshack when fucking Bill Murray pulled
Oh,
that
yeah.
damn
Baby
candy
Ruth.
bar out of the pool.
And then he ate it, bit into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see what the big deal is about.
Those Toblerone bars, they're like a pyramid shape. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh,
Turn this into a
and
food
those
chat real
Ferrero
quick, didn't we?
shares.
I'll tell you
I
what, though.
Better than them bastards.
I gotta tell you something. You know, real quick, you know, we can get back to this. But real quick, all you guys out in the chat room that are here, and then those that were here and had to leave, you know, because I know it's late. Thanks a million, because I've been watching this counter thing. This chat's been up over 30-something people for the last pretty much 2 hours. Thanks a friggin' million. That's awesome.
That's really good, man.
That's awesome. That just makes us happy. Thank you very much. I much appreciate that, guys and girls.
Did you say sappy?
And then the fat man goes and tells them they can all suck a bag of dicks.
I told you. See, here's the problem, Ohio. You and I don't have this
All
problem.
level kill, you know.
Ohio, you and I don't have this problem because we're not Southerners, but you know how the Southerners are.
You know what? I seen an awesome sign today on Facebook or whatever, and it was like, you may say what you want to say about the South, but you don't ever hear about anyone retiring and moving up north.
You don't, but
That's all based on weather, man. It's not based on anything else but weather.
yeah, I'm just talking about the state of mind.
Damn. Man.
Just trying to, you know, you're getting a big head out there, you know. Calm down.
Damn, we're outnumbered tonight,
Batman,
man. 1, 2.
Batman's just keeping it real. That's all.
That's right.
Absolutely. I like
We're kind of equal tonight, though. We got one,
we're
2,
yeah.
3. We got 4 Yanks and 4 Southerners on this chat. You know.
Yep.
Fuck
Yanks,
yeah.
4 Southerners. It's about time I'm not the only Yankee.
Well, I am a Yankee, but I do have Southern roots.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I go on
one
Jamie
big
Time.
Southern root.
You watch Jamie Time tomorrow night, right? You watch Jamie Time tomorrow night, all right? And because now Dish lives in frickin' Virginia.
Yeah, really.
All right? So I'm screwed. I'm the only Yankee on there.
Yeah. Where'd you send her stuff to, Mike?
I
Virginia.
actually sent it to Michigan.
You ever notice we don't get anybody from like California on here? Right?
Blah Tuesdays from California.
Yeah, blah blah from
Is
California.
your 6 covereds from Cali, too?
Yeah.
Are they in here now?
Rambo.
No, blah blah was the other night though. He was around the other night.
Blah blah he did a train wreck chat I was in on.
Oh,
I
really?
was there, TR.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen him since.
I wasn't there. It's been a rough week.
You were there, Mike, but you left.
Yeah.
When?
It couldn't have been too bad. Right.
It was informed state of mind chat,
After chat, yep.
and then he went to and did the after chat.
No, I didn't go to the after chat. I went to Jamie Time, remember?
Okay.
I hadn't seen him since. Have you, Ohio?
No, I haven't.
There you go, Dish.
I mean, he was just drunk. I mean, none of us were mad at him or anything. He was drunk. Hey, you know, I just like, you know.
What did I always say? Never get hammered and go on a chat unless you're Jack and you can play the fucking guitar as good as Jack can. Then you can do what the fuck you want to do.
Dude, I am good at getting drunk, and I am great at being drunk. Like, that's why my chat sucks now, because I'm not getting drunk anymore.
Jack, I tell everybody.
I only get like 50 people in the fucking chat now. I want like 80 and shit, like I did that one time when I was really drunk.
Jack, I want Jack, I want to have. That was probably one of the best shots I ever went in. That night you had the guitar out and we were singing all. Well, I wasn't on the panel. There was other people on the panel with you, but you were taking requests in the chat room, and I'm making out all these songs and shit. And when I ever come up to and I pressed in My Ding-a-Ling and you started singing it, and then you were like, Mike, I forget the lyrics, and I'm typing the lyrics and you're singing it, dude.
I sang I was so drunk I was singing everything that everybody was writing and
that was freaking awesome.
I was like, my name is Stan and I like cake.
Yeah. All that stuff was awesome.
Look, yeah, man, I appreciate it. I like doing goofy shit like that, man. It's just something different. And
hang on a second, Jack.
You know?
Jack, I don't mean to interrupt you. All right, I'll get right back to you. Brandon, I don't mean to single you out, but because you wrote it in there, you singled yourself out. Brandon, you write a joke like that again, and I'm going to block your ass. Kabish. Understand? I'm not even joking, bro. No more.
Really. Seriously.
Brandon, if you do it again, not only am I going to block you, I'm going to take you off my sub list, too. All right? So, don't do it again. Last time. I asked you nicely earlier, about an hour ago, and then you did it again. You're not 2. You're not 15. You're a grown-ass man. Don't do it again.
Take a lesson from the fat man. I can say all kinds of wild and heinous shit. And
all right, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jack.
Hey, Jerry got his AC Pro today. I saw the first time he wrote it. I wrote something. I was like, oh shit, look out. Jerry done got an AT Pro. And he told me again. I don't guess he saw me when I called him.
That's his first one too, ain't it?
No, he had a couple other detectors.
I was about to say, that's the way to step up.
I didn't even see the joke y'all were talking about.
Where's the joke?
It's a racist joke.
It's a racist joke, and I just don't.
No, you know what? There's no room for that bullshit. Sorry, I agree.
Y'all know what we say about races around here now.
No, there's just no room for that bullshit here.
No.
That's racist.
It's not like he's a rookie on the chat. He knows better.
That's right.
The monkey.
There was somebody, like, everyone, you know, like, there's a lot of people out there that don't know that I'm Yosef Sergey and the monkey. It's funny, like, when I jump in the chat, and I'm like, hey, everybody, is myself. Everybody's like, hey, Jack, and then I come in as Yosef, and everybody like, that Russian, you know, but it's me, too.
Jack, who really thought...
I talk to the individual person, you know.
Jack, a long time ago when you first had Yosef, you came into Jamie time. Who actually thought you were Russian? Do you remember?
Dude, I was probably drunk. I don't remember.
Somebody thought you were really Russian.
So many people I fucked with like that, man.
I'm pissing myself laughing, and I'm like, what?
Mountain Man just always trying to everybody. Fuck communism and all this other shit.
I know Mountain Man was getting so mad at Yosef, wasn't I, dude?
Brandon, I'm not mouthing at you, brother.
No.
All right? I'm just telling you the way it is. I'm not mouthing at you. I'm just telling you the way it is. Period.
I just can't wait to see what happens to the sock monkey at the end.
There's never going to be an end because no one's going to catch the sock monkey.
That son of a bitch's days is numbered.
Yeah, I do have to ask, Fat Man, where did that poop come from?
I was going to ask that too.
Damn real for me.
That was real.
There's a coon or a possum.
Looking for the monkey.
A coon or possum came up and shit on your porch.
That's a play building that I bet a little girl about. Anyway.
Hey, that's dedication for a story, man. That's
Mountain Man wants to. Jack, Mountain Man wants to know how many troll accounts you have because he don't think he realized it.
I'm Harry Balzac, Sock Monkey, and
Harry Cock and Bollocks.
Yeah, because Mountain Man.
Joseph Cock and Bollocks. And Sergey cooking bullocks. Fuck you bitches. And Harry Balzac. And I'm going to start another one. I'm just warning everybody. It's called Butt Sacks McGee.
Butt
He plays
Sacks
saxophone with his butthole. Butt Sacks McGee. So if y'all see a Butt Sacks McGee, that's me too.
I gotta start.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a good picture. You know, of a saxophone in the ass.
Yeah. You know what? If there is a picture out there, that's pretty damn sad, man.
It's the fucking
I'm sure
internet. I'm gonna type in ass and saxophone and see what I come up with.
It's like, have you ever seen that picture? It says, I thought I've seen everything on the internet until I seen this, and it was a girl taking a shit in a fucking dryer at a laundromat.
There is no way. If I had the capability of to hack computers, Ohio's is one I would never get near.
Yeah.
I do not want to see the search history of that man's computer.
It'll change your life.
Sodomy. Sodomy Sam. On external, that's a good one.
AMCK Willie.
I've been trying to think one up. I'm gonna start me one.
I've seen all kind of them. I've been on the chats. It'd be like Superfly's towel guy or Superfly's towel and just all kind of
dishes hat.
That was all him. That was all him.
Yo guys, what's going on? How's everyone doing tonight?
Justin, what's up?
Justin?
What's up, Justin?
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Yeah, like a big one, man.
Victimless crime.
Well, we're gonna flip flop this son bitch back around, huh?
Pay more taxes so we can pay cops more.
You just, need to raise our taxes to pay cops to build better roads. If cops would build roads, why would raise taxes?
They would go out there and build them themselves, you'd right. You'd pay more taxes.
Hugacop.com.
What?
What?
Hey, Brandon, it's all good, man. It's done. It's water under the bridge, you know?
Yep.
Just a warning, that's all.
Let's just keep having fun.
Yep. Come up with something else.
Ohio, look in the internal.
There's been some, questionable shit. Around Greenwood seems to happen a lot. Greenwood, South Carolina, questionable cop
I don't
activity.
know what you're talking about, Mike.
I'm going for a smoke.
Okay. Before that.
Oh, before that was Navigating Nature asked me a question.
Oh, okay. I was
What
like,
do you mean questionable shit?
Yeah, I just answered. Check it out.
Greenwood's kind of rough.
If it's clean,
What do you mean?
I never heard of it, so I'll be right back. I'm going for a smoke.
Smoke that shit.
There's some.
Hayden, when are you gonna go metal detecting? I want to see some of your detecting videos, man.
I have been metal detect every day this week, but I don't upload.
You're not Joseph, too, are you? Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were in Ohio. You were the homeless brother.
No, I am Sergey, comrade.
Joseph is in the gulag.
Joseph is in gulag.
He's in Ohio.
He is of the gulag, snipping his toenails and making soup. That's right.
I'm sorry. What? When are you going metal detection? I didn't mean to interrupt.
I go metal detect every day. Want me to show you videos on my camera?
Yeah.
I wait until I find something good and then upload. I find 2 pull tabs, then I upload. I want to start planting finds in the ground because I not find shit. I'll be like, I dig hole, I pull out Corona. I'll be like, ta-da, it is magic. Ta-da, I find big treasure chest full of dildos. This is amazing, comrades. And a bottle cap right next to it.
How weird the barrel was shit.
It is of the dildo treasure.
It is of the dildo treasure. That is right, comrade.
I'll whip it out. Be careful.
Whip it out, fat man.
No, still here.
Honestly, though, there have been dildos found, and famous ones, too, because they go back.
Famous?
I've seen them. They go all the way back to the Stone Age. They made the dildos out of stone, actually.
Why is it famous?
Yep. Why are they famous? Because they're ancient.
Betty Rubble have one or something? Was it Betty Rubble?
It was of the Betty Rubble.
Betty Rubble was a fucking looker, man. I'd knock the dog snot out of Betty Rubble.
Yeah, she was the hot one.
That brings a new meaning to petrified log.
I was metal detect the other day, and I dig a hole, and I find pebbles, butt plug.
I don't know where it's at, Jack.
I always wanted one of those hats like Fred Flintstone wore when he went to the lodge or whatever with the horns on it.
I lost my dildo.
Man, we're going to go back and just cut that clip and just use that soundbite over and over again. I lost my dildo.
Right? You need to ask the old lady about that, man.
I lost a watch one time.
Mountain Man is telling lies. He is biggest troll of all.
Oh my goodness.
I only have 5 or 4 accounts. I can't remember.
I've pissed some people off lately for some reason.
I just can't believe after all this time no one figured out I was Sergey. Even though I put videos on my channel. This is where you watch it. You not know.
I love it. There's still plenty of them. They're not going to know after this either.
Oh, yeah, Colorado Bike
for the
River said
monkey.
water buffaloes. That's right. They were the water buffaloes, Fred Flintstone. No, water buffaloes, motherfucker, water buffaloes.
Yes, I fucked 7 water buffaloes the other day.
Water buffalo? They're nah, I'm just kidding.
They're BBWs in public bath.
Chubby women at the YMCA.
We call them land whales.
Hey, man, BBW is one of the most looked at things on my browser.
What is?
I love them big asses.
BBWs. Or
I didn't know nothing about that till Jack said something about it the other day.
I like Pogs too. Pog is my favorite.
The fuck are y'all doing?
Fat ass girl or fat ass white girls, man. Pogs.
That's right.
420's just having a good old time laughing and shit and he ain't said a damn word, man.
I know, you guys are cracking me up. I got so many fucking crickets going in the background and cars driving by and shit. So I was just
Fuck it, man. I'm outside. I'll let shit go. Whatever, man. Let it happen, man.
I'm over here getting my drink on laughing at you fools, man.
I look at porn and shit, but I don't know all these terms. It's like I'm missing out, I guess.
We're just
Okay,
making them up
go
as
to-
we go.
Just go to Google and type in PA.
I'm not doing a fucking
WG.
thing.
Paul,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
enjoy it. I guarantee it.
Hey, there's
I
a
don't trust
Google Plus
I don't
community.
trust Ohio
I'm
for
part
shit.
of it.
Oh,
I'm on the Pog community, Justin.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
you're fucking snowblind.
I just go in there and
That's where I
tear it up.
got it
and
from.
everything.
That's where Snowblind sent me there.
Yeah, that's all I know about
He
it
also
too, man.
sent me to like some hot teenage girl one. I'm like, no, I'm not joining that one, man. or the Asian one. I didn't get on the Asian one too. He joined the Asian one.
Define teenager. I mean, if that means 18 to 19, then it's all good.
Yeah, but they might be 18 or 19, but they look like they're 13, dude. I swear to God, they do. I'm just not going there anymore. I will not click on that site.
hey,
That's a Google community.
hey, Mike Spotted Horse, how you been, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, haven't seen Mike in a long time.
Yeah, how you been,
But
man?
it's been a while.
Good to see you, man.
Dude, Mike is awesome, man. He had a bunch of cool blades he show us all the time.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
I guess I don't watch enough.
Hey, Ohio Gear has a question just for you. Anyone remember that old steak and cheese porn website?
Steak and cheese porn website.
That was from MundaCheese.com.
Some kind of Philadelphia reference.
It sounds like something Ohio would be looking up, though.
Yeah, just look up the queef.
Hey, what do you call an Ethiopian with the yeast infection?
There we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Quarter pounder with cheese.
I was gonna say enchilada.
I went through my big porn stage too early, I guess. They didn't. I mean, that stuff didn't exist. You didn't hear about it, all that shit.
Hey, look at this shit Dana got the other day.
I had to actually go to stores and buy VHS tapes and whatnot.
It's a rock tree. Ain't that fucking cool?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a little bonsai or what?
No, it's like rock and wire.
Oh, okay.
It's that crack rock, man. Hey, that's about a $900 rock right there.
Oh, crickets. Fake crickets.
I found a cookie.
Dude, a couple of them got into my house the other night. They're fucking driving me nuts, man.
They will, yeah, buddy.
Ain't nothing that an 870 can't take care of.
Dude, I had this fucking like, I hang out with like fat people on YouTube and stuff. So this kid was calling me fat the other day. I'm like scrawny as shit, dude. How's somebody gonna call me fat?
Well, the camera does add 10 pounds.
Buddy, look, I'm fucking scrawny as shit, dude.
I know a group of girls over there in Mibs or something.
I don't even have a gut, man.
Young generation like that nowadays.
I got a big chest, and, like titties and stuff. I got some titties. No, I'm just playing. I just got like broad shoulders. I guess I look fat like this. I'm like, "Arrgh."
Hey, Justin, I was going to try to find that. And when you click on it, it says error. Google took it down, so it's no longer exists.
They're looking up at shit.
Oh, shit.
So Snowblind's probably pissed.
Uh-oh, right?
Looking up
Yeah,
shit.
Just go to redtubetop.com.
You hear?
Hey, go to eFoot.
I know Snowblind got one of his accounts suspended for a while because of the camel toe community.
Oh, yeah.
There's a fine line between, camel toe and nudity, I guess. Depends how far it's up there.
You got to at the house, go in there and tear it up. If you don't, go out to the bar and get one and tear it up. That's what I do.
I'll tell you, it cracks me up, man. Ron Young cracks me up, dude.
Damn it, boy.
I'm gonna go ahead and share this. I want to do the no. Piss Justin off.
Hold up a doll and be like,
What
No,
the
I'm
fuck you gonna do to piss me
I
off?
want to share. I want to share our current chat on the.
No,
CWW
fuck that,
page.
Ohio. You know what I meant when I was bitching about that. Don't
I
even
know.
start.
I'm just messing with you.
This
But I
ain't
am
even
gonna
your
share
chat, so that wouldn't even fucking qualify.
it.
crank them Marshalls.
Yeah? Yeah?
Boy,
Hey, that shit's growing back out. I'm starting to look like Colonel Sanders again.
Uh-oh.
Because I'll crank them, brother.
They do it in the after chat.
Alright, you got
Whenever we do it, hey, you can't have no beer, man. Look at this dog. He's like wanting my beer. Well, shit, it went black. It's fucking dark out here, I'm sorry. But there's a dog. And he wants my beer. I'm sorry, I'm drunk. I've been drinking like since about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Been at band practice.
We can't tell.
Did you get your knife back?
No, I fucking he didn't bring it, and it pissed me off. So I started drinking beer.
He jacked your shit.
Now I'm gonna get it back.
Are you like Doyle?
I bet Will gets a knife from Skyward before you get yours back.
I know where he lives at.
Are you like Doyle? That kind of drunk in band practice, you know, on Sling Blade?
No, like what?
What?
Doyle? You don't know who Doyle is? On Sling Blade.
Oh,
He wasn't famous enough.
Doyle Hargraves Construction. You know,
Yeah.
Doyle.
Yeah, man.
Stan.
no, I mean we actually had a
Down near
practice.
Texas heading too.
Dwight Yoakam does some good movies.
No, we actually practiced for a gig and stuff.
Playing with my tool.
What?
Huh?
We got a chick singer, and she's pretty good. I'm just playing bass though.
I'll do some shots with you. I gotta go in the house and get some liquor.
Yeah, let's party, man. I'm ready to
I'm
get drunk.
ready
I got
to what's funny.
Mountain
I'm
Man.
ready to rock and roll, baby.
Hey, Mountain Man lost 175 pounds. He got a
Hey,
divorce.
awesome, dude.
He got a divorce.
Just a swinging.
Just a swinging.
Hey, Todd's back.
We pissed him off.
Right. I guess I ran off that other guy.
I like.
They talking about out there.
Amish porn.
Oh shit!
And how they lost weight.
how's that work? I thought they weren't supposed to have their picture taken.
That's
can't punch
Aborigines, man. Steals
Somebody in the corner drawing them, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not going there with that one.
It's like a flip book. Remember the flip book you used to make as a kid?
Yeah, I did that a couple times. Fat too.
Yo.
I was sheltered as a kid. They wouldn't let me have porn, so I had to draw my own.
You didn't have a J.C. Penney's catalog with the bra section in it, man?
I used to draw some BBWs.
I thought I hit the jackpot one time. I got off the school bus, checked the mail, and there was a damn Fredericks of Hollywood catalog in that son of a bitch. That was my cousin. She used to live with us when she went. I was like in junior high, and she went to Ohio State University. And so to save money, she moved down from Cleveland and stayed with us. So all of her mail came to our house. And when I snagged that Fredericks of Hollywood catalog, me and my buddies, we got it taken away from us on the school bus the next morning, man, because all gathered up in like 2 fucking seats looking at it.
I remember like when I was in like elementary school, the high school kids would like throw porn like out of the bus windows and stuff like when they came to the elementary schools.
Dude,
Like,
when I was
tripping
like,
out.
when I was in kindergarten, we lived in the north part of Columbus, and there was we lived in an apartment complex because my mom and dad were building a house. And while they were building a house, we lived in this apartment complex, and it had tennis courts in the back, and behind the tennis courts was woods. And we used to go play in the woods and shit all the time as kids, all the kids from the apartment complex. And there used to be a guy back there all the time that we were scared of. You know, he's always in the woods, and he wore like a fucking hat and shit. You know, it was like weird. But he used to hang like pictures from like Playboys and shit and staple them to trees back in the woods. So we would go back here. Now that I think about it, that shit was creepy as fuck, dude.
Running to the trees and just fapping, dude. Oh, just throwing it at the trees, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We used to go back here and look at the naked pictures on the trees.
Any of those trees have like holes in them? You know, where the fucking branch rots out, leaves a hole?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, just follow the pictures, little boy.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a wonder I didn't get my ass kidnapped by a fucking pedophile back then, man. But I remember the dude. The dude always wore like sunglasses, and he had long hair, and he wore like a fucking Indiana Jones hat, man.
Follow the pictures.
The tree-hole rapist. I was just back there looking a window and I fucking seen the dude raping a tree. What the fuck?
We raped this serious political chat.
We were tough though, man. We were our own big wheel gang. We were a whole gang of kids with big wheels.
Yeah.
Let's talk some politics. Fuck it.
No.
Asleep. Oh, wait.
Got a little Bacardi.
Let's see if Will turn on some Skinamax for us on that TV he's got sitting there.
Put on some porn, man.
Yeah, put some porn on.
No.
Look at this.
Any of that stuff.
I was watching a chat one time. Somebody was watching titties on the TV, man. I think it was like Hickbilly or somebody. Man, somebody had like tits going in the TV and shit.
Tool bitch.
Buddy Light said he was lucky. He was the first one out of high school to my own car and have a job, so I had it with all the girls. That's really not impressive. I was the only 4th grader with my driver's license.
I see what you did there.
Not impressive.
Not impressive.
Look like the tables have turned, Mr. Bond.
Why is Super not in here? Do we have
No,
one?
Joey, I'm here, Joey.
Mike's got a limit on awesomeness.
He's got a limit.
Apparently, Mike doesn't have controls anymore.
He said, I don't have controls anymore.
Somebody else has controls, but we'll have that discussion later.
What happened?
Nothing.
Why
is Renee telling me to wake up? Jerry, I'm here. See? Hi.
I have no idea. Well, I don't know. I didn't do nothing.
Fort Temple. I had
Mike,
a Fort Temple.
Mike, do you know you were mentioned on Sight and Sound the last broadcast?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you were mentioned, and they were giving you some good praise for getting people out and doing things in your last giveaway.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's on Friday night, right?
it was Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
Oh no, Wednesday night I had a. Oh yeah, Wednesday night was bad for me. I was fucked up Wednesday.
I was at work. I got the heads up from Super Drew that I was.
I'll send Drew a note tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah. It was pretty cool hearing them giving you some kudos about what you were doing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And a little pet peeve of mine: if you give somebody a shout out, or you do an unboxing or whatever it is, contact that person somehow and let them know. Even if it's just through the G Plus, where you do the plus and put, like the last video I did, I put a Fat Man and some other people around the area, because it concerned South Carolina, and let them know, because I know if you're fairly new to YouTube, you don't realize it, that everybody don't see your videos or chats or anything else. You don't see them all. You've been doing this a while, so if you don't notify somebody, they don't know that you mentioned them. It's not that they get if I mention somebody, I don't get butthurt if they don't know it, but I at least let them know, hey man, I gave you a shout out. Not that I'm looking for anything, just so they don't look like an asshole because they didn't respond.
Right. Hey, I agree. Same thing, man. It'd be nice to know.
It happens to me all the time. They get mad at me because
Yeah.
I don't know that you do that shit. I send out a lot of packages. A lot of people win stuff. I don't care if you do a video on it or not. But I mean, you didn't watch my video, and you didn't.
Watch my video, fat man.
You're right. You're right.
You know what though? I think people don't understand when you've got over 500 subscribers or whatever. When you look at your subscribers and you're trying to catch up with everyone's videos, you can spend a whole day just trying to catch up with what's posted. So between if you're working or whatever, here you are. You're lucky if you have like a 3-hour window of just trying to catch up.
Well,
if I watch even a tenth of the videos that come through my feed.
Oh yeah.
And it's not like you're being rude. It's just you're doing the best you can.
Yeah, exactly. This past week, a couple of days ago, something. A guy from YouTube, a guy that I work with, he made his first YouTube video, and he's been following my channel and kind of, getting in, up with everybody. And he said, this channel gave you a shout out. And I said, really? And I had to search and search and search. This video was like months and like 5 or 8 months ago, and I finally found it. And I commented. I was like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry I missed it. I didn't realize you gave me a shout out." And he was cool with it, but at the same time, he gave me a shout out. I think to me personally, it makes me look like an ass that I don't respond to it.
Right. Yeah, that's what you feel when you find out later. You're like, oh, Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think a lot of the problem is that, like, when you do the plus sign and then do the person's name, if you're not on their Google Plus, following them or whatever, their accounts don't show up. So it's hard to put their name to where they get a notice when you mention them. I've came across that problem.
And the other problem I have is that there's some people I have on YouTube that, like you were just saying, that don't have a Google account. So I gotta go back and forth. So if I don't see them in the Google feed, I gotta go back to the YouTube feed and see. You know what I mean?
You can't have a YouTube channel without having a Google Plus account.
Right. However, if you don't have to. But TR, you don't have to have a Google Plus page though. You don't have to fill out a Google Plus page. You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah, TR, some of the people have gotten around it.
Because when they combined, they were throwing people, because some people didn't want this shit all over Google Plus. What's his name's on Google Plus? The guy, the big huge, Big huge channel. Mike and his wife there.
Well, I know.
Bushcraft Buttons. He's not on Google Plus.
I know you don't. Just because
he's at like 10,000 subscribers and shit like that.
You can't do the Google Plus, the little plus thing I was talking about, unless you're on their friends list. I know that.
Yeah.
You can have a sub, but not be on their friends list.
Yeah. Because what happens, like, a lot of people have the same username or channel name as other channels. So if you do the plus sign in that channel name, it'll only give you a selection of like 5 channels to choose from, and you can't scroll down to all the channels that have that channel name in order to choose the one you're looking for.
I'll have to look around, but I know when they went to Google, you didn't have a choice. You either got a Google account, but like I said, if you're not on the Google friend list, like I could be sub to Mikey on YouTube, but if I'm not on his friends list, if I do that plus Mike DeLucia,
following,
he ain't gonna show up. I have to Google. I have to, make him a friend on my Google account before that'll work.
Right, right.
But even if that don't work, let's just say they don't have a Google account. I'm just saying, if you do a shout out for somebody, you do a contest and they win it, send them a PM and let them know.
Yep. Yeah.
That's just common courtesy, I think. But that's just me. Maybe I'm an asshole. I don't know.
Hey, have any of you guys encountered someone doing a contest and then they run it and then all of a sudden they drop off the face of the earth?
Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, that just recently happened to me. It was
it
really
happens
weird.
more often than not. Believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, Will, I have that address.
Scott's address?
Yep.
Okay.
He did PM me, but I had to go. I scrolled all the way through all my private messages.
Oh.
And, the other night when you and I were talking about it.
Yeah.
And I found it. So I told him tonight earlier before you came on that it's coming. So.
Send it to my YouTube.
What's that?
Can you send it to my YouTube?
No, I told him. He was here tonight.
I'm lost then.
Okay.
The thing I messaged you about?
No, lost and detecting.
Oh, Van.
I didn't have his address.
Oh, okay.
You were going to send it to me. I found it.
Yeah, well, I had completely forgot.
Yeah, and then I know. And then you're getting old. It's all right.
Yeah. No, I need Scott's address. He won.
Scott.
He won this comic book, but I don't.
Scott. Right.
That's a cool comic book, man.
Scott.
Polly?
Yeah.
Well, just like I said, he won your contest. PM him, man.
Yeah, just PM him.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
No, he knows he won it. It was in here.
He was in here tonight, too.
PM him anyway.
Scotty was here. I wish
I won. Nobody ever told me about it.
He can't even see the chat. I mean, how do I know he's gonna? He can't even watch the chat.
Yeah, but he was here. He was in here tonight, though.
Yeah.
You got to go to your Google account and go to what is it? Creative?
No, go to
Creator Studio.
No, don't even do it. You don't have to do that, T.I. T.I., tell him. Will, go to his page. Go to his page, Will.
His YouTube page?
Yeah, go do it right now. Go on his YouTube page. Click about. I mean, click
about.
Click about. And then click on message. And then just write.
I know how to send a message.
Then that's all you got to do.
Yeah, well, I didn't think he got them because he can't even see the external chat.
Oh no, he gets them because him and I message each other back and forth all the time.
Yeah, he gets his message.
I just thought because I told him to message me his address. We were sitting in this, right beside each other.
Hey, Cyber Curtain. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in, man.
I'll send it to you.
Now, if you send somebody a PM and it was a reasonable amount of time they don't reply, well, that's okay. That's different. I'm just saying, if somebody wins a contest that you give a prize to, I think it's your responsibility to contact them.
Oh, I still feel bad about Long 13 Hair and Peachy. I did that drawing like at 5 o'clock, 5:30 Sunday night for my giveaway. 6:30, whatever. I'm online. That's on my cell phone uploading. I'm on the laptop, and then I see their friggin' VRs.
Wow. You didn't see Peachy's before? Because hers was like the very first VR I've ever seen.
No, Peachy's didn't get there till late.
No, hers was early, man. Hers was before mine.
No, it wasn't. I guarantee you it wasn't.
Well, Mike just
because she told me not to worry about it.
Yeah, just carry hers over to the next giveaway.
Well, that's what I did. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna have like a flash giveaway, like just an I'm-in giveaway type thing, and I'm gonna write them in like twice.
Do kind of what I'm doing. I'm just doing a separate giveaway. I'm a giveaway where I just have certain people that I'm gonna draw because I want to.
Yep.
I've had people do VRs for me, and they didn't contact me.
Me too. Me too, T.I. Me too. Yep. That's why I asked on Jamie Time that if you send me a video, make sure I see it. You know what I mean? Send it to my inbox or something.
But I don't think people understand. I don't think they put videos out and think you don't, or think that you're automatically going to see it.
Yeah.
You don't, because you don't know what's going to come across your feed. So they got to let you know they did a,
Well,
video.
I got 80% of mine through my. I got 80% of mine through my feed, which was easy, which was nice. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah.
And so how I did it was I liked all the videos. Anybody that made a VR for me, I liked it. So then I can go back through my liked videos and then mark down who did who did what. Did you go and see what's his name on his channel, and did you like the original one that I did? And that's how I did it.
Once upon a time on YouTube, whoever you were subbed to, you could keep scrolling forever and see every video, every sub ever made. But once Google took over, that went away.
Yep.
I'm subbed to almost 1,000 people.
Yeah, and who else is pissed if they don't actually still have the little video response, like underneath, like right above the comments below the video description?
Well,
that used to be cool. You could actually submit your video as a video response.
You can still link it. You can do that now. There for a while you couldn't, but you can now. But it's just a link. They have to click on it.
Yeah. It used to be like you would have the thumb tag of your video up there.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree with you on that.
Speaking of contests, can we do one real quick?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Do people like basketball or not? Because I won't do it if people don't.
Everybody out in the chat world, say.
I'll take football for 1,000.
I know that. This isn't anything big, but it's kind of cool.
Type the word yes if you like basketball out in the chat room.
I'll tell you. I'll show you what it is. This is a pre-Final Four hat that I just got.
Let me lock on you, buddy. All right, go ahead.
If people want it, I'll give it away.
I thought you were going to ask a basketball question. No, I don't mind a hat. That's different. I thought you're going to.
It's a free hat. That's all I'm saying. If people want it, I'll give it away. Because I'm not into basketball, but I got it. I got it from a promo.
What do we got to do?
1 to 100.
Okay, you got to type in go. You got your number?
Yeah, I got it. Go.
Well, you got to type it in, so it gives everybody a chance because there's a delay.
All right, I will type in go.
There you go.
There you go. Ooh, Mike,
Better
you're
watch the
close.
chat.
I'm watching.
Oh,
Ohio, you want it?
Bitch! I knew the number. I knew the number. Why are you stuck?
The number was 68. Good job, man.
68?
68 and I owe you one, as Michelle would say.
Can't read that fast.
So
Yeah.
just PM me your address. I'll send it to you.
All right, it's because I got Will's lucky foot.
Yeah, right up your ass.
I can't believe Will didn't win.
I,
There's
Alright,
still
I-
chicken numbers out there.
I hate to beat a dead horse, but
Go ahead, shoot it then instead. Don't beat it.
yeah, well, Gear said if somebody enters a contest, it's their responsibility to keep up with their channel to see if they won. I disagree with that. And that's one of the reasons you hadn't seen me do any VRs lately, because there's so many channels doing contests. And when they do, well, all you gotta do is type in this, say I want in. Okay, sure, I'll be in the contest. I'll support it. If I win, I'll do a shout out, unboxing, all that. But if I got to keep up with every contest and write them down on the list, like I said, I'm sub to 1,000 people almost. That's just too much for me to keep up with, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so it's either don't enter any contest or support any channel, you know, or enter the contest. If I win, hey, great, I appreciate it. Here, check out such and such or whatever. You know what I mean? I just don't get that.
Yeah, who do these people think we are? Will Hornbuckle or something?
Well, I mean, TR, sometimes they'll say that in the contest rules where, you know, if the winner doesn't watch the video and contact them, then within 2 days they're just going to go to the second person that they
Right.
drawed.
Yep.
You know, and that's cool if they put that in the contest and they say it's a rule or whatever, but just to get pissed off at somebody because they didn't watch the drawing video or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
or however they pick the winner, that's kind of shitty.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, if you're subscribed to the person that won, you should be able to PM them and go, hey, you won, contact me. And
That's
if you
my
don't-
point.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if they don't contact you, I mean, you know, what the
Yeah.
hell?
I mean, it don't matter if you had 1,000 people enter. You draw 3 names. How hard is it to send 3 PMs?
Right. No, I agree. Because that's what I'm going to do for mine.
What they're worried about is you watching. They want you to watch.
Well, if
It's like an internal fear in their head. You know, they're thinking,
but with bigger channels, they should know there's no way in hell everybody can see every video made by every sub. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
if you,
there's no way.
there is no way. There is no freaking way in hell. I don't even watch TV. I watch YouTube from the time I get home to the time I go to bed. I still can't see all the damn videos my subs make.
Yeah, I got 200 right now, which I'm amazed at, but it's hard for me to keep up. It really is. It's hard for me to keep up.
I'm at 900 and something subs that I'm sub to. I can't see all those videos.
Yeah. All right, well, think about it in a perspective. You have 900 subs. If each one did a video for 1 minute, which you know they're all not, think of how much time you'd be watching those videos in one day. I mean, there's no way you could do it.
my hiking video is an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
That's one thing I've learned from YouTube. I've tried to make my videos very short because I know myself. I only watch short videos unless it's something I'm really interested in. I used to make, and I still do. Don't get me wrong. I still make a 10-minute video here and there. But for the most part, I try to keep them under, 5-7 minutes or something like that. And
all you got to do is look at your analytics and see how long people are actually watching your videos. Most people are only watching 2 to 3 minutes of the video. They're only watching that first 2 to 3 minutes. Right. So that should kind of tell you how long your video should be. Unless you're putting out like some real information, a video filled with, a lot of stuff that people need to know. But if it's just some video, hey, look at my whatever, they're not going to watch more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. I mean,
if you saw my on like the day I drew my giveaway, I was those of you that saw it, my daughters were helping me with it, and I said, hey, we got to speed this up because if it goes over 8 minutes, TR won't watch.
It's a pet peeve of mine because I you know why it's such a pet peeve is because I really want to watch as many people's videos as I can.
It's the time consuming.
And when they putting out 15, 18, 25-minute videos, an hour and a half hiking video, I ain't got time to watch that shit, man.
Looks like I had too much of that.
Yep.
Quality, man, quality.
But now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've made long videos. I've made long, boring-ass videos. I'm guilty of it as anybody. I'm just saying, I will watch 10 3-minute videos before I'll watch one 30-minute video because I could support 10 channels over here and give them a thumbs up, make a comment, go get to the next video instead of spending that 30 minutes watching that one. Now, if it's something showing how to make a knife, showing how to, do whatever, that's different. It's an instructional video. It may be worthwhile to watch that.
But I think that's it's different when it comes to certain genres because for metal detecting, people will sit and watch a 20-minute video. I've watched 20-minute videos all the time just because you're watching people dig stuff up. And you want to see what they dig up next. And, I didn't realize it, but when I was doing mine, really, it takes about 20 minutes when you're doing, a couple days on. So, there's nothing you can do about that if you want to, show what you found or whatever, unless you, say I was here and then do a recap and then it's like 5 minutes.
I'm about to upload a 3-hour metal detecting video.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. There's some metal detecting videos I've watched that were 40 minutes long.
Yeah,
and it's just like you're captivated because you want to see what next is coming up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it's different to different people that are into YouTube and looking for different things to watch.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling anybody not to make a long video. I'm just saying if you want a lot of views and you want people to, if it's something interesting to people, they're going to watch it.
Yeah.
If you make 20-minute, 40-minute videos, I know like Soups 00. I'm sub to him. Every one of his videos is like 20, 30 minutes long, But if you want to watch that gun review, you'll watch it, Right. I'm just saying, don't expect a lot, especially if you're starting out on YouTube and you're making long videos. I'm trying to help people get popular.
Video with the most,
and if you want to make a long video
with the most views was 17 seconds long.
Right.
Yep.
I think though it all depends on what you want to achieve on YouTube though. Do you want popularity or do you want quality? Do you want a lot of subs or do you just want to do what you want to do and if people watch it, it is what it is.
That's
it all depends on what you're shooting for YouTube.
Good point.
Obviously,
if you want to make a long video,
channel,
just do a live
hangout
hangout.
For me.
Yeah.
If you're going to make a long video, just do a live hangout and let people fucking interact with you during it.
Yeah.
Because, all of us will watch a 2, 3 hour, 4 hour hangout sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to do a 40-minute long video, why not just record it live, unless there has to be editing involved. But even then, you can, if you need to edit it, well, maybe that half-hour video you can just do in an hour-long hangout and you're able to respond to everybody who's watching it. You know.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
if you were going to show how to build a knife or something like that, that'd be a cool hangout. You know, advertise it for about a week. Hey, we're going to do a live hangout. I'm going to build a knife live on the air, from start to finish. It's going to take about 3 hours.
Yeah, I used to watch some like woodworking hangouts a while back, and those were cool. I mean, like he'd be in his wood shop doing his thing, and you know, he goes in there, you know, takes a break, looks at comments, responds to people, you know, whatever. That's better than doing an hour-long freaking woodworking video that nobody's going to watch more than 5 minutes of.
And like, again, that's what I mean. It all depends on why you're here. You know, are you here because, you know, you want 20,000 subs, or are you here because you're passionate about what you do, and, you know, people are interested, great. If they're not, then they, you know, no big deal, you know. It all depends what you're here for, I think, anyway.
I agree.
I'm here for the fat bitches.
I think, well, hell, I still think the most popular video I have that I put out is my most boringest and long video. It's not that I'm trying to tell you why I won't. I'm just, I don't know. I guess I feel guilty because I don't watch as many videos from subs that I can. You know, I just don't have the time to. I don't know. It just.
Well, I'll tell you what I do. You know, if someone subs to me, if they're going to sub me, they were interested in what I did, so I feel it's common courtesy to see what they have put out, and, you know, at least give some comments and whatever, and, you know, do the best I can to support them if they're supporting me, and I do the best I can to do that and interact with them, because, you know, damn it, I mean, if they're going to subscribe to me, I should reciprocate that and try and promote them or help them too. Yeah. You know, but I understand what you mean. You know, if you're a working man, you're working, and you're taking care of the home, you're taking care of the family, you have a window of opportunity of maybe a couple hours. You can't keep up with all that. Yeah. You know, that's just the way it is. You know.
Yeah, like I say, I don't know. Maybe I got off on the wrong foot there. I'm not telling people nothing.
I understand completely what you're talking about. I do. I completely understand.
Yeah, I mean, I want to comment and, you know, on everybody's video as I can, and I'm just saying that if you make long videos, I'm probably not going to watch it, and I'm apologizing.
Well, we need to go to TR's channel and thumbs down every video he's got that's more than 3 minutes long.
Don't nobody watch my shit anyway. I make however long videos I want to.
Hey, I make whatever I want. If you watch my shit, you know I make whatever I want. The last video I did was a fucking alien, you know?
Well, that's what I do. It's kind of like, hey, here I am, and this is what I'm going to do. If you like it, great. If you want to watch it, great. And I appreciate it, and, you know, it is what it is.
Okay. Another thing.
Jack said I made my new sex toy on my alien.
Yeah. Actually, Yosef said that. Yosef
did.
And I got subs. I don't care if they put out a video 1 hour ago, and I comment on their stuff. They still don't show up on my feed, no matter what. I mean, I'll have to remember. You know, I hadn't seen such and such videos in a while, and I'll go look, and hell, I've missed 2 weeks or a month of their damn videos they've been putting out. I don't know how they regulate that, what shows up in your feed, you know.
You know what I don't like? I don't like, and I used to like them, but I don't like long openings. You know, the same thing every time for like a minute and a half, just the opening.
No, I agree. You know what? I like a short opening. I don't want to sit there for 1 minute watching the same stupid opening over and over and over again. You know? That drives me crazy. I always fast forward.
I like that opening nice and tight, man. Nice and tight.
Yeah.
Nice and tight.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I think the best opening is like 20 seconds or less. Anything past that, it's just, come on, you're wasting my time. Let me see what you got, you know?
You can skip through that shit. Y'all know that, don't you?
Well, you can, but, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, perfect example, like, Tom MC Digger's opening. You'll watch it. because it's part of the video, but it's not real long. You know, even yours, Hayden, isn't that long. You know what I mean? Yours is like, what, 20 seconds, 15 seconds to yours? So, you know, you'll watch that, and then the video starts.
It's the angle that you're looking at it.
So, I mean, you know, you'll watch a 20-second intro and let it lead into, you know, the video, but you're not going to sit there for a minute watching the same stuff over and over again, you know. It's like, come on, you know. I don't know. I feel the same way. It's just me.
It's
Might
a
not be
fine
that
line.
big, but she still feels it.
There's a fine line between trying to grab new audience and also, you know, not trying to bore your fucking subscribers. And don't get me wrong, I have yet to make one fucking penny off YouTube. I'm not doing this for the money.
You know what? Yeah, you know, I was asked to do a monetary thing on mine, and I won't do it because and that's why I don't have an intro to mine. To me, it's like, you know, you click on it, there I am, and I'm doing my thing, and that's it, you know? You know, if I want to jazz it up, yeah, I can put an intro and all that stuff in. I'd like to have some kind of quick intro in mine, but, you know, it takes time to develop and figure out and all that. You know, if I had the time to do it, maybe I might, but, you know, for the meantime, I'd just rather just, you know, have people click on my video and watch. And, you know, I'm not out here to make money. I'm here to entertain and, you know, have people that I know are interested in what I'm doing to watch it and support them and, you know, carry on with the community. You know.
All right, Mike. You about to call it.
What's that?
Mikey Boo.
Yeah, I'm about to.
That's fine.
It's time for the real party now.
I went up a lot, so.
Oh, you mean I already did my shot and you're not going to party after I did my shot, huh?
Man, you're slacking. I'm about 8 shots in, maybe 9.
Hang on. I'm going on number 3.
Okay, all right, hang on. I'll do a shot with you. Hang on, you ready?
All right, let's all do a shot.
The big G. How's that?
You got about half a room here.
All right, you ready? Ooh.
Chug it.
Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, Justin.
Fuck it, might as well just hit it straight out of the bottle.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's why this one's empty. I'm out of tequila.
Thanks, Chad. Appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Where'd he go? Oh, he muted himself. He's not even there. I can't even yell at him. Oh, there he is. I can see him now.
Yeah, I had to fake that one because it's empty. I gotta go fill it up again.
I was going to find I was trying to find the best intro ever, and I think he took it down.
It's mine. I don't even have one.
No, it was Good Guy 77. Good Guy with the Gun 77.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody for coming in.
Thanks, Mike. Have a
Hey,
good one.
Appreciate
Mike,
it.
thanks a lot. You take care of yourself, all right, buddy?
Thanks to all you guys out in the comments. It's probably one of my funnest chats.
It was definitely, we covered a lot of subjects, and
Yeah, we
from
did.
one end of the spectrum to the other.
After chat's gonna be even better, man.
Yeah, I was going to say the same damn thing, man.
The parentals are leaving us children.
Well, children, behave, because don't forget that you're on my chat. Even though I'm not here, it's still my chat. So it's my name underneath there, not yours.
Once you leave, it'll go off air, so.
Yeah, it'll go off.
I didn't know that. I thought I can still continue. I didn't
No.
know that.
No. Once you leave, it goes off air.
Yeah.
Well, so does somebody want to start a after chat before I go?
Justin wants to.
We're just gonna chill here.
All we gotta do is
No,
stay.
I'm not starting an after chat. I'm just asking people out in the chat if they want to join afterwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all could probably stay on the internal forever. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, we can stay in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I think as soon as you leave, it stops. It stops recording.
Oh, it does. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. I think after you leave and you put stop live, it stops. Am I right, Ian?
Yeah, but the internal chat, I think, will continue, if I'm not
Right,
mistaken.
internal, but the recording, the part that's recorded where you can post.
Thank you, grandfather. Will, I appreciate that.
Hayden knows more about it than I do, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Once you say
it
stop,
stays up till the
stop
last
live.
person leaves.
Right.
If you guys want to laugh a little bit tomorrow night, everybody that's in here, and you guys already know it anyway, but if you're not on a chat tomorrow night or whatever, head over to come over on Jamie time at like 11 o'clock, 11:30, whatever.
12:30, something like that.
Yeah, whatever time the girls figure on they want to start, but head over. It's a good time. We'll laugh a little bit.
Hey, Mike, do me a favor and PM me where I need to go to find that.
Yep, no problem.
That'd be great. Thanks.
All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you all.
Hey,
Take care, Mike.
Take care, Mike.
I think the long opening thing is a